and he sees that you got a
Yes.
problem with someone getting paid $97 million and they blow out their ACL.
Now, wait a second. Now, hold on. We got to back this up.
That's what you do.
No, you were wrong. I'm not glad this guy got hurt. Let's just take this back. I'm just saying it's funny to me, and folks that don't know, we're talking about Diggs. After all the money that they spent on this guy, it's week 3, and he's not going to be in the lineup for the rest of the season. And they paid this guy a lot of money to get hurt, and just as I predicted, by the way.
They didn't pay him to get hurt. They paid him to play. He got hurt. That's the NFL. Look at Aaron Rodgers.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. See, and the NFL and these teams are not. They are just not going to learn. I'm literally, they're flushing money down the toilet when you can't have them out on the football field. Okay. So how much you pay them is a big part of it. Now, granted, I'm not saying, first of all, if Aaron Rodgers plays for the whole year, I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve his $52 million that he's going to get. I'm just saying, man, after 4 plays, you lose Aaron Rodgers. Diggs, he plays 2 games and he gets hurt in practice, ACL. He's done for the season. I mean, we're talking not just a few. We're talking millions of dollars that they are losing. Think about this, and I don't know how much Diggs gets paid.
Okay.
But
first of all. They're not losing $97 million. They're losing a good chunk of it, like about maybe a fourth of it. But I mean, they have, the NFL has provisions as well, like in case of an injury, they kind of get some of that back. Now, not all of it, clearly, but the thing is,
I'm not sure what you're talking about, unless that they decide to cut them and then there's an insurance policy up on top of it. I don't know. All I know is that it's $52 million, or in Diggs' case, it's $25 million. Okay, so $25 million. Now think about this. Now I'm just gonna throw this out here. $25 million is a lot of money. That's at least, just say you grab up a players $5 million a year. That's 5 players you got sunk into this guy. First of all, I'm not saying. Well, okay. I think Diggs is overrated. Okay, because the guy gives up a lot of yards. So I look at the numbers. You watch the damn game and you see what's happening. I'm not saying that he's bad for this or this. I'm just saying the money that is being spent upon some of these players, and that includes Diggs, that includes Aaron Rodgers, these guys that are getting paid big time bucks, not in the lineup. And Cuervo even said it. It's not about ability. It's about availability. And when you're not available and they're throwing all the money away, it's just a waste. And that's all I'm saying.
But once again, he got hurt in practice, right?
Yes.
Now, honestly, I tore my meniscus walking around a casino.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
You were there when I showed up at the store with a knee brace. And you're going, whatever to you, lose a leg. I'm like,
exactly.
So I mean, look, poor Nick Chubb got carted off the field for the nasty leg break. I'm always reminded of the Joe Theismann break when he
absolutely. But at the time Joe Theismann got hurt, they weren't throwing that kind of money out for players.
No. Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but they are. You know what? That's not on you. That's the owner.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to back you up again. You got to forget what this show is about. Breaking down things, and even though it's not my money, we're still talking about it. Even though it's not me getting hurt, we're still talking about it. Even though I have money and hurt, I got an opinion on it. That's what this show is. I mean,
I know you do, but here's the thing. If it was Tom Brady, right, and they're paying him $145 million a contract, and he got knocked out let's say the same way.
Yes.
I can sit there and hear you almost say, you know what, though, it's still money well spent because of what he does for your team on the field with the championships and this and that and everything else. Look, Diggs is still a new player, okay? I'm not saying he's worth $97 million, but he's worth what the owner decided to pay him, okay?
Think about this,
guess
though.
What? Guess what? Michael Parsons will be worth a lot more, and we see why he's going to be worth a lot more because of what he does on a defense. So, you know, th- this is pretend money for you and me. This is all it is. Pretend
Yeah,
you
but
have
you
this much money.
understand something. Okay. And you used the wrong example in reality because you don't
Not really.
necessarily know what Tom Brady did and how he got paid. Tom Brady, this guy was taking pay cuts after pay cuts after pay cuts after
Oh,
pay
I know,
cuts
I
after
know,
pay cuts. Okay,
I
so
know.
as far as if Tom Brady went down when he got hurt, yes, of course it still won because what he did for this team. And I'm not saying these guys shouldn't get all the money they should. I'm just saying that yes, there is a difference between Tom Brady going down and Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers was going to get us 52 million. Okay. But he wasn't saying, well, no, well, you still need to go. He said, you still need to go get this more so than Tom Brady taking, those, I don't know if you want to call them hometown discounts because he wasn't necessarily from New England, but that's where he played. It's just those kind of things that I look at. And listen, I never thought, first of all, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is worth 50 million. I don't think any quarterback in the NFL is worth 40 million. And as it is, that is too much money. So, it's just all about the timing, and it is bad. And what I would be as a GM looking at who I would pay. But actually, I get what everybody's talking about. I get that you got to spend money. I get that the injuries are part of it, but I'm still going to scrutinize it. That's just what we do. We've been doing it for 14 years on this show.
Speaking of, okay, well then speaking of something else you've also scrutinized. Weeks ago, Andy Dalton put out a big thing saying, I'm as good as the 32 starters in the league.
Uh-huh.
And you jumped my ass about how I said, look, he's got to promote himself. He's like Deion Sanders of Colorado. He's got to talk about the hype, because he wants people to buy into him.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who's starting in Carolina this week?
Oh, I know. Listen, yeah. I know who's starting in Carolina. Okay, and that's the reason why I'm not picking them to win either. So that's
not either, I'm not either. I'm just saying. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, I know you got a problem. I know you got a problem with athletes who make these huge general whatever. When it's these big proclamations that they can do this, and you're looking going, I've seen it. You can't do that. You suck, and you just hang it up and just kill yourself or whatever the deal is. And whereas I'm
hold on, I never said they should kill themselves.
Well, I mean, in a way, you're kind of saying it. But I mean,
I never said that.
In a way, it's like you suck. You should kill yourself. You should know the facts. I know what I'm watching on the field. You should see what I'm seeing just quick. So I mean,
exactly. Like you said, I'm a narcissist. I think I see what's best, God. And that's the reason why I'm down at the bottom on the list. Which, by the way, I'm not. By the way, I'm in third place because in first place if you look at the standings, you got to give Bryce one more because he had the Detroit Lions. So he's in first place. There's a few people in second. I'm sitting right there in third. You're not very far behind me. So
six,
as far as the picks are concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that being said, of course, that's the name of the show. Guess who happens to be here?
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
forgot to change the music. I during the season. Whoop, let me bring him in here. I forgot to change the music portion of it to "You Can't See Me." He's, by the way, Mario / Cuervo is "You Can't See Me," dude. How you doing, Cuervo? Good to see you, my friend.
What's up, Sonny?
I'm doing great. If I don't sound like a chipmunk in the morning and trying to having problems getting in on the show.
Listen, I think the Chipmunks, Alvin, Simon, Theodore, and Sonny. I think we could have made that work.
You gotta love these remote headphones, but oh man, though. Oh man, Cuervo, I'm so glad you're here, and I want to tell you the reason why. And this is before we get to the games, and I want to talk about your and I want to talk. And by the way, and I'm not gonna be the old traditional Sonny. Oh, here comes Sonny. Here he comes. But I want to get your take on the coaches and what's going on in Chicago. This was a big story this week as the FBI raided one of the coaches. Now I don't even know the story because
that's not true.
Because I'm just at that point, I'm laughing at, oh my God, what is going on in Chicago? This is like the worst story that you could get as far as the Chicago Bears and where they are as far as their progression. Cuervo, it's bad enough they're 0-2 and they're going to get squashed today. But then you have the other things that are going on, the off the field problems coming. And normally we talk about off the field problems with players, but now we got this coaching. Do you know the whole story? Because I only heard bits and pieces of it. Give me an idea of what is going on in Chicago regarding the coaches. And I'm not meaning to bash your Bears. I'm pretty good at it. I know how, but I'm actually serious about the story. What's going on there?
Well, some things we don't know what to believe, Sonny. And this whole FBI thing, there are rumors going around about Alan Williams, defensive coordinator, inappropriate things that he was doing, inappropriate things that maybe married men should not be doing. So yeah, okay. We'll just leave it at that because I don't want to say that is true because nobody has confirmed or denied if it's true. GM Ryan Poles did come out and say that it wasn't true that Hallis Hall was raided by the FBI and that his office was, raided and his house was
raided. Is that all
raided.
true, or is this some kind of internet joke that just took on a life of its own?
They say it's not true, Sonny, but
okay,
who knows? Who knows? I mean, for the organization to, for him to just all of a sudden resign, and on top of that, remove him from any type of they basically wiped him out of any type of social media or the Chicago Bears official webpage.
Okay.
Like, if you go on there, you don't see anything about him. They don't talk about him. His picture's not there. Kind of like how a lot of teams they have on their website, hey, head coach, for the Patriots, Bill Belichick or whatever, or for Dallas, they got the whole coaching staff on there. Well, Alan Williams is nowhere to be seen on the Bears webpage. So
wow, that can't be good.
For him to be gone last week for personal reasons, and then all of a sudden he resigns. Look, they're using it. They're using the health issue as a reason. I don't know for sure. I don't know. He says he's going to come back to coach, which tells me that maybe it is just a health thing, because if it is anything more than that, if it is any illegal actions that he was doing or illegal things he was doing, then he probably won't see another day in the NFL as any type of coach.
I imagine. And that's the interesting thing about the whole thing, that I'm not necessarily going to sit here and bash that whole situation because I have not got through. But if the FBI raid was true, God, this is so weird, Cuervo. How can that story not be confirmed somehow? Because to me, it don't make any sense. All right, if they're saying that, That didn't happen. And I mean, I don't understand why the FBI wouldn't even be saying or commenting on it. Yes, I mean they do it all the time, right, Corvo? FBI gets behind the podium. Yeah, we did this and we did that, and I don't know if they did or did not do that. And if they did not do that after it caught wind and everybody got the story up and going and big, why they wouldn't have come out and made the statement that yes, they went ahead and did this and and all this and kind of give you an idea of what's going on that situation. To me, it's weird. So this whole story was weird, and I just wanted to. I mean, heck, even I caught maybe 3 minutes of Pat McAfee talking about this as far this week, and it was like only 3 minutes because I was in and out. I had to roll. And the funny thing is on the whole story that someone is not verifying the whole. Yeah, not necessarily the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But gosh, give me 50%. We're not even getting that in this story. And just really quick, let people know who that guy is and what he is to the Chicago. What kind of coach was he? I forget.
Yeah, so Alan Williams, he was the defensive coordinator. So
got it. Okay,
right now
that's what I thought he was. And interestingly enough, you start, and I don't know if you remember a couple of years back, the FBI was necessarily at the Bears for a right reason, but they got, what was his name? Hurd, with all the marijuana and everything?
Yeah, Sam Hurd.
Sam Hurd. All of a sudden, I had flashbacks to Sam Hurd and the Chicago Bears and what was going on, what that story could be about, or what it was about. So lots of speculation. So normally, I would love to get on and have a fun with the Chicago Bears and start, but I don't know enough about the story, and it seems like no one has enough about this story, Cuervo. So will we ever know, or will we know by next week? What do you think? I mean, how's that going to work? Do you think?
That's tough because I don't know if you guys have read or seen the possible situation. But it's a pretty serious thing.
Yes.
I'll just say that it's something that no grown man should be getting involved in or being a part of, or
yes,
even want to have any type of interest in. I'll just put it that way. So I'm not going to say what it is because we don't know how true it is or if it's not true.
It's bad enough. Is what, in other words, what you're saying, it's bad enough. We don't necessarily need to go into the whole thing regarding what's going on. I completely get it until there's more to talk about. And even if there is more to talk about what you think it is, we're probably not going to waste too much time talking about that part.
Look, you want to put it in perspective, Sonny. You can get a lot of jail time. I'm just leave it at that. You can get a lot of jail time for what the rumors are that is going on with him.
Hey, Sonny, you know what you need for this show?
What?
You need a Law and Order sounder.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Because it would be going off quite a bit, unfortunately. So yes, got it. But yeah, bad thing all around in reality when we see what's going on for the Chicago Bears and things of that sort.
Now, I'll tell you something I can confirm.
Okay.
And I'll even laugh about it because it just kind of
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors. The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement failed to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com. At the Jerry Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer fields. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett.
Being taken for a ride? Check out Casso Insurance, serving Texans since 1981. Bundle your home, auto, or business insurance and save a ton. Casso Insurance on the corner of Main Street and Rowlett Road, where we make insurance fun. Or check us out on the web at CassoInsurance.com, where we always have the coffee pot on. Yeah, but is it fresh?
There is nothing that beats good home-cooked barbecue. Since 1941, Dickey's Barbecue has done all the cooking and you take all the credit. Come see us today at our Rowlett location, 5701 President George Bush Turnpike, Suite 110 in the Target Shopping Center. Whether you want to eat in or take it home, we will fix you up. For lip-smacking, rib-tickling, knee-slapping, foot-stomping, great-tasting barbecue, come see us at Dickey's Barbecue today.
Here at Fit Body Boot Camp, located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse. Sachse Ice House is a non-smoking craft beer and beer pub located in the heart of Sachse. The Ice House was opened to provide a friendly, clean, and female-friendly environment. Sachse was lacking a place for service industry, date nights, and girls' nights, as well as happy hours. Excellent service and top-notch food are our priority. On Tuesday, we offer 79-cent wings, as well as half-price burgers on Mondays. So check us out at the Ice House, located at 6501 Highway 78 in Sachse, or give us a call at 469-304-1550, or check us out on the web at SachseIcehouse.com. All right, everybody, welcome into the Couch Potato Sports Show. It is me, Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio, as we are here as the Sachse Mustangs are getting ready to take on the Naaman Forest Rangers. Oh, sorry, guys, we're at the bailout. It is the national anthem. Rich's Performance Muffler and Auto Care has provided complete auto repair services to the Wiley area since 2003. Whether it's alignments, brakes, air conditioning, muffler service, suspension, front-end auto services, or in my case, a Cadillac converter, Rich does it all. Stop by and see him at 603 Commerce Street, Suite 203 in Wiley, or give him a call at 972-461-0776. That's 972-461-0776. You'll be happy you called Rich instead of anybody else. And keep your mic muted because it's coming through mine. All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as we are getting set. Me, Sonny Clark, and Bill Serna hiding the eagle eye Bill Serna. And guess it? Look who's here. It's Big Red. How you doing, Big Red? Good to see you. All right, just speak up a little bit more, but we'll get you. Good to see Big Red here as we are all set and ready to go. Naaman Forest won the toss here, and they are going to elect to receive here. Kind of interesting strategy here. I don't know necessarily if they just feel like they need to get out in front and start, or what that situation is, because we normally see a deferral into the second half.
Well, you do, but sometimes teams feel like they need to get up top. Obviously, Sachse is a favorite for this game tonight. So maybe Naaman Forest is wanting to set the tone of the game early and set it in their favor.
Well, we've seen you do that at the Frisco Fighters, where normally they do defer to the second half, but depending on the team and who you're dealing with, definitely is going to be part of the play. As far as that is, Abel's back for the Rangers, the Naaman Forest Rangers. They have not won any games this season. However, the Sachse Mustangs, they are 3-2 within district, or 3-0 within district, 3-2 overall. As we have Chester back, as well as looks like Turner. So getting ready to kick off are the Sachse Mustangs, and they go to that short boot. In between the 20 and 30, and it's going to be called for a fair catch at the 23-yard line. Handling the pickup was Green, so Green gets the Rangers set to start their first drive of the night. Looks like they're going to put it at the 21. Don't see the ball anywhere, so
Where got the ball, but
okay, so they're going to put it on 25. Yep. So 25. So to start this drive out, this should be really interesting as we are here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium for Thursday night lights. As lights are becoming, outside, it's getting a little bit darker. It's kind of cool, getting a little cooler outside too.
Just a food for thought on that. If the ball is fair caught inside the 25-yard line, it's automatically brought up 25 yards.
Oh, geez.
We were thinking about 21, but they do set it at 25.
Wow, interesting. Did not know that. All right, so back to pass. Quick pass as Perales gets it out to the wide receiver. Pickup of 8. That was Reed on the reception and DeVault on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. So first play getting 8 yards. Kind of opens up the playbook here for a run and or pass, and who knows what may happen. You looking deep here. It could be interesting.
Well, Naaman Forest want to come out and take the ball. They wanted to see if they can set the tone. You come out and get 9 yards on your first play. It definitely, like you said, does open up some options.
Second down and 1. Ball is on the 34-yard line. They need to get to the 35. There goes a man in motion. One set on each side. Pass behind the intended receiver. Perales, unfortunately, just could not get it out to Abels, who was on the far side.
Well, and he was getting a lot of pressure from DeVault from the edge there on the right-hand side, and he had to get rid of that ball. And kind of his sign of vision was gone, too, with DeVault in his face.
So here comes third down and 1. real interesting play. Watch out for Perilous here on maybe the quarterback option. 3 far. They're stacked like a triangle, 1 near. They go ahead and hand it off to the right-hand side, and they stop it down. It was Green on the run. I don't think they got the first down, so that brings up decision time for the Rangers, and I think they're not even going to think too much. Wells on the was it Walls as well as Wards who pushed them out of bounds and stopped them and then got them out of bounds.
I think that's what Naaman Forest's concern was, running the ball, as they saw with Wiley East's game last week. It's not easy to run the Sachse team, so that's why obviously they came out throwing the ball the first 2 plays, and they figured to get 1 down and running, which they weren't able to do.
Gelati handling the kicking duties for the Rangers, and he hit that on his shin, and it's going to take just a little bit of a bounce, and it's going to go out at the 42-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs. Hanks didn't get the opportunity. I've done that. Kicking the ball, just don't get your foot, you get your shin, doesn't do you any good in reality as far as the ball hanging and going further.
Yeah, but these are kickers.
Yeah.
We're not. So,
well, I was.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was a kicker. That's why I said I've done that. It stinks. And you feel like garbage when you do it.
The only kicking I did was kicking and screaming because they won't let me on the field. Yeah.
You're a quarterback. Don't give me that. 2 far, actually 3 far, 2 near for the Mustangs. Back to pass is George. He's looking, and he's going to run. Taking off. He's got the big hole. He's going to break a tackle to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, 5, touchdown! Sachse Mustangs. They get up on the board here early, and boy, oh boy, just 1 play, right? Was that a one play drive?
58 yards and in 12 seconds.
12 seconds off the board. 10:49 left to go in this one. Wow. And boy, when George found the hole on the left-hand side, it just opened up like what's that? The Red Sea.
The Red Sea.
Yeah.
And he did have to make a couple of nice moves on some defenders and to get through them. So, it actually opened up real well.
Kick goes up, and it goes downtown for the Sachse Mustangs. So, with a breakout on the football field means a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. 7-0, 10:49. We'll be right back.
Fit Body Boot Camp located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse.
We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as the Mustangs have a 7-0 lead again. 10:49 left to go here in the first quarter. First play, 1 drive, 54 yards. That's kind of the way to do it. So we'll see what ends up happening here as they're ready to kick this one off. Make sure you join us on the Couch Potato Sports Show, 9 to noon on Sunday. We're going to cover them all, take you right up to kickoff on Sunday on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Here is the short kick, and there's a yellow hanky out on the football field as the ball is fielded at the 35-yard line, and that's going to be an offsides in reality for the Mustangs, so they'll take the 5 yards based upon where they caught the ball.
Yeah, it was kind of a hesitation by the kicker that kind of offset the line, and they got a head start on him as he was going to kick that little pooch, and you kind of come to the ball a little bit slower. They just overran.
So they're going to start it off at their own 40-yard line, that being the Naaman Forest Rangers, the Rangers in their all-white uniforms with the green trim, and the Sachse Mustangs in their all-orange and the white numbers and stitches on the side. So here comes Peerless. He gets the snap. He's going to go to the right-hand side. Ball bouncing around. It could have been intercepted, as having a hard time holding on to it was Abels, and it looks like DeVault had to push him out of bounds, but that could have been easily intercepted.
Yeah, and if DeVault had focused on the ball and not pushed him out of bounds, he would have had that interception, as that ball popped out of the receiver's hands actually went off of his helmet and hit the vault right to the helmet as well.
2nd down and 10. Again, at their own 40-yard line are the Rangers. 1 far, 2 near in the wide receivers, 1 in the backfield for the Rangers. High snap, they get it off. And boy, almost ripping his head off as trying to run it was Abel's, and Walls almost took the head and helmet off at the same time. Good tackle there by Wells.
Well, and
good penetration.
They're trying to get a run in here and there. But right now, they're 2 rushes for -3 yards.
Yeah, loss of 1 on that play. So it's 3rd and 11 from the 39-yard line of the Rangers. They're trying to get started here, and unfortunately not happening as of yet. 2 near, 1 far in the wide receivers. They get the snap. Bayless goes over the middle. There's a little slant. Misunderstood there. Ball was intended for Turner on the other side, but a yellow hanky? Is that what you... No, okay.
No, I was just saying that it was...
Over his head, definitely.
Really had no chance.
So that's going to bring up 4th down and the kicking unit. Last name Gelade. Isn't that like a dessert?
That's gelato.
Gelato. Okay. See, I don't know much about it. That's fancy. I just like ice cream. Or sherbet. Oh, man, you can't beat that really in reality. All right, so they go ahead, and there goes the kick, and it's going to be handled back at the 27-yard line by the Mustangs, pushing up, and that's Rothruck, and he's going to take it down to the 39-yard line, and then on the tackle, it was Stevens for the Rangers. So interesting spot where the ball is, 61 yards away from pay dirt. I don't know. Do you run the same play? I mean, you didn't get to see much on the last drive.
You didn't get to run the last play because George scrambled out and ran it for 58 yards. So the play wasn't executed the way that was scheduled.
1st down and 10, ball on the 39-yard line of the Mustang. George looking for the snap. They're going to look over to the near side and see what play is going to be coming their way. It's 3 near, 2 far in the wide receivers. Nobody in the backfield with George. Hey, you think they're going to throw the ball maybe? Or at least you should think it anyway. There they go. Ball out there. Yard ball. It's going to take it down to the 43-yard line. And then on the stop on the other side was Green. We're going to see a lot of him. He's playing both sides of the ball in reality too, so we'll see a lot of him tonight.
Well, we've seen this with Naaman Forest in the past, where just based on population of the team, there's just not as many players, so you see a lot of players that will play both sides of the ball.
All right, 3 far, 2 near, pass to the near side. It's caught. They're going to take it to the 48-yard line for the Mustangs. For the Mustangs, it was Quinn on the stop, and then on the stop was Garcia on the other side for the Rangers. But that's going to move the chains as they place the ball at the 49-yard line of the Rangers.
Well, you see the lineup of Naaman Forest. All their defensive backs are playing 10 yards off the receiver. Sachse is going to just notice that, and they're going to keep throwing the ball underneath until they decide to come in.
All right, there's a man in motion for the Mustangs. Now he's going to go back. That's yard ball. And their quick pass, and it's caught. That's going to hand in Lockett, and they're swarming on Lockett really quick. Then on the stop on the other side, number 9, that's Prague for a stop for the Rangers as they found the ball, swarmed right to it. They know they got to keep their eye out for Lockett.
Well, and
lost his helmet.
There was actually some confusion on the play as a receiver's coming in motion. One of the other receivers waved him back to go back across. I think it made some confusion on that play as he did throw that screen to the outside, but he actually had 2 guys lined up. And he threw over the first guy to the second string. So definitely some miscommunication.
Georgian shotgun takes the snap with the man in motion. Ball's caught and bounced out to the outside. Watch out. Going down the field. It's Hanks. And wow, what a great tackle there on the other side by number 34. That was it 34?
34.
I don't have it written down.
McGowan.
Thank you, McGowan. I don't have.
Josh McGowan.
Josh, I'll write that down. Thanks for the update.
He also might be under your running backs because he is also listed.
That's exactly where he is. He is under the running back. So he's playing both sides of the field. There's going to be a timeout on the football field. So with the quick timeout on the football field means a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We will be right back. The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com.
We are back. We're talking a little bit about the low attendance on the other side, but here we go. It is first down and 10. Ball's on the 22-yard line of the Rangers. George gets the snap, and it goes over the intended receiver's head. That's Quinn it was intended for. On the coverage on the other side, that was Stevens again. Watching the far side, getting a little help from Abels as well.
And what we haven't seen Sachse do is set up any run yet. So,
No, except George.
Yeah, and that wasn't a designed run. That was actually just a scramble out of the box.
All right, so here we go. Second down and 10. Ball caught by Hanks at the 18-yard line. He just does a circle around, and they're going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Then on the stop on the other side was Jones for the Rangers, and we got to watch out. That's Elijah Jones, as it looks. They got Courtney Jones as well, number 44, so we'll watch for it. But it's going to be first down and goal for the Sachse Mustangs. They're going to place the ball at the 2-yard line, and they bring in the running game. Is that Little? I think that, it's Haygood. So it's Haygood in the backfield with George, and they go ahead, give it to Haygood, and he is wrapped up immediately on the other side. It was Green on the stop as he got penetration in the backfield. That's going to bring up a second down and goal. 7:28 left to go here in this first quarter as the Sachse Mustangs have that 7-0 lead, looking to go on top here. As they get set up, here comes second and goal from the 2. Man in motion across. One in the back. That's Haygood. They go ahead, hand it to Haygood. He dances around, gets around the side. Touchdown! Sachse Mustangs. As the Mustangs went one way, he saw him just jump to the side. Good jump run there, and in order to get into the end zone. That was sweet.
Yeah, it was a great job to find that hole. It did get a little built up at the middle of the line of scrimmage, but he's able to pull to the right-hand side and find that hole.
And they bring on Alvarado for the kicking duties. As they get set, here's the snap. Kick goes up, and it was almost blocked, but it goes. Come on, I can't hear you back there, Butch. It goes downtown for the Sachse Mustangs. So the Mustangs go up 14-0, 7:05 left to go here in this first quarter. We'll be right back.
At the Jerry Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett.
Dang. All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. 14-0, 7:05 left to go in the first quarter, and it's moving by pretty quick here. But that being said, let's see what the Rangers draw up here on the kick, and the kick is going to go high, and it's going to be the receivers bounced off of each other, and that could have been another problem. Trying to figure it out. As the guy ended up with the ball, was that? Yeah, it's number 8 on the other side. Number 9. So it's Prague on the recovery. He just ran into his own guy. I thought it was number 4, Davis, that was back there too.
Well, that's Davis'
Up
ball,
guy.
and they've got to talk. That's got communication. If your up guy has to drop backwards, your back. It's kind of like in baseball. Your center field is going to call off. If it is a pop up, a shallow outfield, and your infield is going to be coming out, that's where the outfield calls them off. That should have been the same way.
All right, so it's first down now for the Rangers. There's a big man in motion. That's the tight end. He gets set. Here's the quick pass, and it is caught, and nothing doing, not getting very far is Abels, as Pierce found him immediately, and then Chester on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. I don't even think they got anything. They might have lost. Well, no, they got about 3.
Yeah, and then, he got, like I said, he got about 3 yards, but he was tackled. Chester was right there as soon as he got that ball, so he didn't get any yardage after the catch.
6:34 and counting here in the first quarter. 14-0 for the Mustangs. Too far, 1 near for the Rangers. Back to pass and quick pass off the other side, and Abels is going to be pushed out of bounds there. Looks like number 24 for the Mustangs on the stop there. That was Ellis, and they're quick to the line. Look at this as Peerless is getting everybody set immediately as they move for the first down. Place the ball at the 32-yard line. Peerless looking things over. He's looking to the sideline to get a play call. So here's your play call. Too far, 1 near in the wide receivers. There's 1 in the backfield, and I think that's Abels in the backfield. No, it's not, but here goes Peerless with the pass. Over to the sideline. Nice catch there on the other side. That was French Love on the catch, and he got about 6 or 7 before he was pushed out of bounds by Duvall. Good thing Duvall caught up with him.
Yeah, and that's what the Naaman Forest do. They're just trying to trickle that ball down the field. They're throwing everything underneath. They're switching from side to side, and they're just giving what Sachse gives them.
Best drive of the night for the Rangers as they set up for a 2nd down and 4 as the ball is sitting on the 38-yard line of the Rangers. Too far, 1 near for the Rangers, 1 in the backfield. Peerless looks things over. Here comes the man in motion. There's the jet, and the jet doesn't fool anybody. How about Walls? The pursuit of the man in motion, that was Abels, and he got nowhere.
Well, that's actually going to go down as a completed pass, as he actually pitched that ball to him instead of handing it off. So that's actually going to go down as a reception and loss of 6 yards.
Yeah, loss about 5 or 6. Took away from that first down that they got 5 on. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 as the Sachse Mustang defense is, bringing the hammer. Here comes the snap, and there we go. Peerless loses his footing, but they're going to give a sack. It was Chester on the sack as well as Smith on this, getting in the backfield, stopping Peerless. Brings up 4th down and a loss of about 7 or 8.
And really both, and actually loss of like 13, as really he had both players came in untouched and unblocked.
So that brings up 4th down. That backs them all the way up to their own 20 for the Rangers. And Rothrick is at midfield to field this one as Jolat waiting on the kick. That's a big kicker, too. He's got some big shoulders, too. He also plays a little tight end when they need it. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. He gets it off quick. And at the 50-yard line, well, at the 46, there is a fair catch by Rothrick. So 46 yards away for Paydort for the Mustangs as they already have the 14-point lead with 4:28 left to go in the first quarter. So let's see. What I want to be able to at least see some movement here. As far as I think we're going to start seeing the run game go. We already seen the passing game doing really well here. So watch out for the passing game for the Mustangs.
Neither team has established a run game yet. We've seen Naaman Forest try to run it a couple times and not get anything. Sachse did not run anything until they got down the goal line. And even now they're in an empty backfield with a quad to the right. 4
wide receivers on the near side, and they get it off to Hanks. Hank catches it, and he's just going to give up at the 41-yard line of the Rangers. That was an interesting play. They had 4 guys down there. You knew that's where that ball was going to go.
Yeah, they had him on a quad box square, or a box, and what they did was they had 3 blockers, and they had Hanks with the ball.
All right, so that gives the 2nd down, and looks to be about 5 for the Mustangs. Quick pass, it's caught at the 35 as a good catch there by Quinn, and he is brought down here. Turn sideways. I can't catch that number. Is 11?
Yep. So number 11, that is Redford on the stop for the Rangers, but not before the first down. What was that?
Enough for the first down.
That's right. Nothing. First down. Who was that guy? He was great. Loved him. I think he passed about 7 years ago. 3 far, 2 near. George back to pass over the middle. Oh, there should be a flag. I don't know. There, Hanks is looking for it, but I think you're right, Bill. It's uncatchable.
That ball was a little bit over the receiver and defender.
So with the pass incomplete, brings up now second down for the Mustangs. Right now, the Mustangs looking really good here early as they got that 14-point lead, 14-0 with 3:33 left to go here in the first quarter. 3 far, 2 near for the Mustangs. There goes a man in motion. That's Hanks. Back to passes George. He's looking. He's going to go deep. He put too much air under it. He had the right idea because they're learning. Get that ball up in the air, and guess what? You got a guy that will run under it like Lockett, and that was the plan.
And that was the plan. There's just a little bit too much underneath it as he just overthrew him. But that's the right idea. Lockett was open. That's definitely a touchdown. So that's okay. That's okay. This is why they're really working on their passing game right now, as the opportunity warrants to do it when you're up 14-0 early and you have opportunity to work on your offense.
It is 3rd down and 10. Ball is on the 33-yard line of the Rangers as the Mustangs get the snap. George is going to do it again. Let him try to run under it. Ball caught. Oh, no, in and out. He had it in his hands. Good coverage there on the other side. That was Stevens, and he was right there. He was like glue.
Well, and it was still a great pass. It's really
almost a pretty catch. Here's the replay right there.
Yeah, and really.
He should have had that.
Yeah, I was going to say, your Mara will be the first day I should have had that, and because actually he put it in a good spot. So they're really no man's land right now, so they're gonna go for it here on 4th and 10.
Why not? 4th and 10, 3:19 left to go in the first quarter. 2 far, 2 near. 1 in the backfield with George. George gets the ball. He's going to roll to the far side. He's going to get around the corner, try to push it up, and look at him run over him. We've seen that. He's going to be a little bit short. It's going to be a turnover on downs, but we have seen that from George. George is not afraid to, well, I don't want to say take a hit because he's been given the hits when he does that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, he was just really trying to get that first down. He was within a yard of it, so he was trying to, instead of going out of bounds or letting me wrapped up for a tackle, he was going to force the contact.
So a turnover on down for the Mustangs. That was a really good play, though. You think about, normally you're going for 4th and 2, 4th and 3. This was 4th and 10. He got 9.5. He was right there, but unfortunately didn't get it. Gets the turnover on down, so they'll place the ball at the 24-yard line of the Rangers. The Rangers going left to right on your internet radio. Peerless gets the snap, but he rolls around. He was one way. Now he's going to go another, and he's going to be sacked back at the 19-yard line. Good pursuit as Peerless was running one way, went to another, and then on the stop, right out there with Smith, as he's going to get credited with the sack, and it's going to back him up about 4 after the sack, 2nd down and 14.
We talked about the passing game and the running game. So far in this game, there's been, between the two teams, there have been 19 passes in the first quarter and only 6 runs.
There you go.
So definitely both teams are wanting to establish the passing game. Hopefully for Sachse, it's to set up that running game later in the game.
So Peerless, he was 68 of 125 here for 717 yards this season. They go ahead. They hand the ball off on the right-hand side, left-hand side. That's Green as he tries to get around the corner. He picks up the 4 that they lost. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. And then on the stop on the other side, Ekeshu and Bennett. Got the name right this time again. Eskew. Got it. I'm getting good at this. Watch out. So Peerless, though, with 6 touchdowns, but the big number in reality on him is the 7 interceptions. It's always going to, mark you backward in reality when you're throwing the ball to the other side. So, all right, it's 3rd down and 13. Peerless back to pass. Quick dart on the far side. Oh, should have had that one. That was Abel's. He wasn't able to bring it. He wasn't able to bring it in. It was just a little bit too high.
Well, he had both hands on it. So in my opinion, I think he should have had it. Really, he did a great job getting to the marker, knowing what the market was, and got it open along the sideline. I think he had a good opportunity to bring it in.
He was just a bit outside. So, all right, that brings up fourth down in the kicking unit and the punting situation for the Rangers. Rothrock again back at midfield. They go ahead, get the kickoff, and Rothrock is looking things over. He's going to field it at the 50, and he brings it to the 45, now 40, before he's brought down on the other side by the Rangers number 6. That was James on the stop.
Jones.
So Jones.
Elijah
Jones, please. All right. 1:27 left to go. Real quick. First quarter, it seems like. Maybe not. Maybe. Wow. Only 30 minutes into this. Well, they started at 7:07. So kind of quick. We'll see what ends up happening.
Which is surprising with all the passing that's been going on.
That's true.
In a passing game, it takes longer because the clock stops that much more often.
All right, here come the Mustangs. They hand it off right up the middle. Is Northern. I love it. Good to see. Haygood get the big one. Touchdown! Sachse Mustangs. And that was Little. Thank you very much for the correction there. As he just got off there, you see him just running behind his blockers and just getting around the corner. And then he just.
That's a product of having so much passing along here in the first quarter. Is it opened up that running game?
Yeah, it looks like Williams lost his jock at the 11-yard line. Yeah. It's still there, it looks like, but great move by Little. I don't think so either. Kick goes up, and Blunt.
Down.
Did it go downtown? It barely got there.
Low down.
It hit the upright, bounced up, and then went over. But that is a downtown for the Sachse Mustangs. So 21-0 here in the first quarter. 1 minute, 16 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Hardly ever. I mean,
hardly ever.
Hardly ever. She has. Oh. I'm special. What can I say? I'm Sonny Clark. I'm the hardest working man in sports radio.
She realize who I am?
Yeah, maybe she don't know you're a big deal.
There was a newspaper article in Australia about me.
Really? You didn't send it to me?
Google it.
Oh, I gotta Google it now. I gotta Google it now. Google my name. All right, there's the Mustangs with the quick high kick, and again they just now. The problem is that what happened has happened before, but just how it happened. I thought he was going to do a high jump right there to get that ball. He wanted it. I don't know who it was.
The guy, one of the players, was set up to catch the ball and make a return. And the guy came out of nowhere.
He was like this, right?
What was the kid's name on Bad News Bears? That kept.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. Gosh, that's 40 years ago.
I know. But another guy came out of nowhere, caught the ball, and then fell down.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, so the Rangers here are going to give this another shot. First down 10 at the 29-yard line of their own side. Go ahead, hand the ball off, go to the left-hand side. And that was Green on the run. He didn't give very much anywhere. As the Sachse Mustang defense for the last 3 games has been crazy. Brunswick on the stop. Defensively for the Sachse Mustangs, these 3 games within district, they have put the lock down.
Well, and when you play those teams out of district that are really strong, it really gives you an idea of the caliber of players you can get. And it teaches you a lot. If you watch the film, see what you did wrong, because they did a lot of things wrong in those 2 games, as they gave over 40 points in both games. You look at that, it helped you for these.
Here's the quick pass on the near side for the Rangers, getting around the corner, pushing it down. Wow, it was a nice receiver. That was Turner, but boy, oh boy, he got popped on the outside. Dillard decided to give him a little nudge, I guess you can call it, with a yellow hanky for holding on the other side. Is it going to be on us or is it going to be on the Rangers?
It's going to be on the Rangers.
Got it.
Downfield. Now, if it's a spot foul, it still might be it might not be loss of yardage.
So let's see. They got it at the 41. They'll take it to the 31. Pretty much, it's
which is better than losing 10 yards.
That's true from the line of scrimmage. You're absolutely right.
Right now, with a team that's really struggling to pick up positive yards, at least they got something out of this.
All right, so it's 2nd down and 9. Ball's on the 30-yard line of the Rangers. As Peerless is looking for the snap, he's got 2 far, 3 near. For the Rangers, nobody in the backfield, so I think we got a little bit of a passing play that might be happening. Peerless back to pass. On the far side, ball caught and dropped as I think Abels was hearing some footsteps, I think.
He was, and not only that, because the ball was in his hands, I think he started turning and looking to see where it was instead of securing that ball. As we watch a replay here, he has it, he turns around, but he doesn't secure that ball.
He hit it on the knees, and it came right out, scooted right off of him. 6 seconds. This will be the last play of the first quarter, as the Rangers now are looking at a 3rd and 9 as they place the ball still at the 30-yard line. So they need to get to the 39-yard line for the first down. How about that math? Right? So, yeah, hey, I'm getting good. Hey, man, that one semester of college really helped me. Here we go. Peerless back to pass on the near side. He gets the ball. Oh, what a nice catch. He juggled it on the reception. That was Green, and Chester just came up and took his knees out from underneath him.
A nicer tackle by Chester as the running back was trying to bolt in, and he was able to knock him to his knees.
That was an old, chop block, wasn't it, Butch? I mean, an old chop block tackle.
Chop block, yeah. Legal.
Legal? Is that legal? So that is going to do it for the first quarter. So quick breakout on the football field. We'll be right back with a 21-0 lead for your Mustangs. And if the button would work.
Ever want to know why Bill and I look so great on our broadcast? Check out K-West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or design or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K-West Designs on Facebook or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5856. That's 469-601-5856. K-West Designs.
You a Chiefs fan?
Is she a Chiefs fan? Oh, who isn't? My brother's wife is a Mahomes fan. She don't care about any other football team except, well, actually, she don't even care about the Chiefs. She cares about Patrick Mahomes.
Because if you close your eyes and talk, it sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Oh my God! Now I'm never gonna get that out of my mind. Thanks a lot, Bill. Appreciate it. What's going on? Delay a game? Oh, they got to switch sides. They set the ball down. It's the first end of the quarter. They forgot to switch the sides.
Oh, wow.
Boy, that's a Sonny Clark move if I've ever seen one.
It's like, what were they doing during the timeout?
That's what, yeah. I mean, we ran our commercial and everything, and oh, good Lord.
Even Coach Behrens is asking the officials.
He's like, what the heck is going on
shaking
here?
his head and saying,
really?
Actually, he's kind of laughing about it.
You know what? That's funny. You could see Red smiling all the way down here, but you can also see the steam coming out of his ears when he's angry. So, oh man, watch it. And next week, we're going to put old Butch Wesson down on the field. We're going to get, well, no, next week because we don't get that Williams games. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But next time we'll have Red Behrens on a little bit before the game starts.
Yes, correct. We're on the bye. Back to pass is Peerless. He's going to break out of the sack, and he's finally brought down. Oh, what?
No,
wait.
No.
Wait. What?
They
Wait.
didn't call him down. I guess they didn't call him down.
Well, Chester had sacked him. Let's what this is going to happen. Well, maybe his knees didn't hit. Here he gets out of one. Now he's going to go around, and right there.
You know what? He put his hand down and not his knees. He caught himself. So great job by Perales. I mean, that's one of the best plays I've seen all year, where somebody was able to keep their balance and keep moving, and he never stopped.
All right, so that's a first down and 10. Peerless with a dart on the far side, and it's caught by Abel. He's breaking 3 or 4 tackles before he's finally pushed out of the bounds by Brunswick, and that was just bad tackling right there. They had him dead to rights at the 45-yard line, but it was enough to push and get the first down.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It just did not wrap up like they need to. They had him about 3 yards short of the first down.
And Ellis let him get past the first catch. They had him caught, but unable to do it. Boy, we had a pretty moon out here tonight. So here's the quick snap. Peerless again, far side. It's putting it out there and break. Look at that.
They called him down.
They called him out of bounds, didn't they? Yeah, so they called him out of bounds on the far side. That was Jones on the reception for the Mustangs, and a pickup of about 6 before Dillard was able to get him out of bounds.
Well, and once again, that's all Naaman Forest do. They're just throwing that little 5-yard hitch or 5-yard out because the defense is playing off. I think we haven't seen Naaman Forest go downfield yet. I think we need to see these defenders get up to the line and play them off the line. 3
near one, far one in the backfield for the Rangers. The Mustangs looking to blitz. Look at that. They recognized it. Peerless is going to go to the side, and he's going to call a timeout. Yeah, he was going to get some heat right there. So he decided to go ahead and be a little bit safe on that. So we're going to do the quick breakout on the football field for the timeout. It is 21-0, 11:32 left to go here in the first half. We'll be right back. Why is this not working? Push.
There is nothing that beats good home-cooked barbecue. Since 1941, Dickey's Barbecue has done all the cooking, and you take all the credit. Come see us today at our Rowlett location, 5701 President George Bush Turnpike, Suite 110, in the Target Shopping Center. Whether you want to eat in or take it home, we will fix you up. For lip-smacking, rib-tickling, knee-slapping, foot-stomping, great-tasting barbecue, come see us at Dickey's Barbecue today.
Football game, not ours. Lions are playing the Packers tonight, Thursday Night Football. We are back here at the Couch Potato Sports Show, 11:32 left to go here in the first half. Right now, the Rangers are kind of moving the ball. It's 2nd and 4, ball on the 42-yard line. Quick pass, Peerless, and that one's almost caught and almost intercepted as Chester was right there. That pick 6 written all over it.
If Chester catches that ball, he's scoring a touchdown because there's nobody
there. And the ball just hung there. If he would have rocketed that, they had had a chance to make a play on that. What's the score? 7-3?
Yeah, Lions are up right now 7-3 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
We'll keep track of that. How about the Lions this year? Amazing. They're playing well. They're 2-1. So kind of nice to see the Motown Lions get going. All right, here we go. It is 2nd down and 4 again, and there's going to be yellow hanky. No, a timeout on the other side for the Mustangs. Quick breakout on the football field means break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back. Cowboys loses to the Arizona Cardinals. Every year. Every year. So,
they beat the Cardinals 8 out of 10 times.
Yes, that's true. So, all right, so here comes 2nd down and 4, 2 in the backfield. They go ahead and hand it off and bouncing around like a pinball back there. I thought that was Abels who got the ball. Let's see if he stands up. No, mark that. It was Green. He looked like a pinball out there. Chester was there on the stop.
And Brunswick came in and made that first hit, really took him off balance, and then Chester was able to wrap him up and bring him down.
So that brings up 4th down. 4th down and 5. What do? Well, you're down 21-0. You don't have anything to lose, but you got to call a good play here. So,
with where Naaman Forest is, you would think you want to pin them back deep, and not give Sachse decent field position, because every drive they've started, they're watch the play.
Yeah, it's 4th and 5, so they're going to put, and there's a delay of game, so they'll back them up and give them that 5 more yards to try to place it.
The smart play, like I said, Sachse started every drive near midfield. Pin them back, put them back a little bit, make them earn their way down the field.
Rothrock's back at his own 10-yard line for the Sachse Mustangs. Gelade here is going to handle Gelat. You got me saying it. Thanks a lot. Gelat with the kick. And oh, wow, he barely got that one off. And Rothrock is going to let that one roll, and he's going to pick it up at the 2. Not sure why they did that, but wow, that could have been dangerous. But, hey, they placed them. I mean, hey, for the Rangers, no, they put the Mustangs.
This is exactly what the Rangers needed.
It's a perfect play.
You wanted to do.
Yep.
Pin them deep. Make them earn their way down the field.
Own 5-yard line, actually, is where they placed the Mustangs. So this is going to be a real interesting drive for the Mustangs. I mean, so you got a little, things that you're going to have to work on here.
Well, when you're down 21-0, if you can flip the field, then that definitely helps you if you can make a stop here quickly on defense.
Absolutely, with especially 1st down and 10 from the 5. Ball caught by Lockett, and he's going to be wrapped up there by a couple of the Rangers. Stevens was one of them as well. On the other side will also be number 6, and that is James Jones. It is. I just got it written really small. Jones. I'm just gonna make that bigger so I can get it. It's real small. But after a gain of 6, it's 2nd down and 4. Ball is on the 10-yard line. George with the pass gets it again back into Lockett's hand. It's going to be good enough for the 1st down as they place the ball at the 21-yard line. Stevens on the stop for the Rangers.
Well, and Sachse is doing exactly what Naaman Forest was doing. Your defenders are giving you that gap with your receivers. They're just throwing the ball underneath. Pick up 5-6 yards every time.
81 just ran off, and he is not on the roster for the Mustangs, but 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 20. Quick pass out of the backfield. And look, they're trying to get the ball in the hand of the playmaker as they go out there. And that is French Love on the stop, as he's a wide receiver for the Rangers. And Lockett just pushed out of bounds after a gain of 5. Well, it looks like they're going in slow motion. Well, that is the replay. But, I mean, it looks like they're in slow motion out there as well, as he was just trying to find a hole and create one, that being Lockett. Here's this 2nd down and about 5. Ball's on the 25-yard line. George gets the pass. And it's caught by Lockett again. That's 3 times Lockett. Breaks the tackle to the 40. Now he gets to midfield. It's a dash to the end zone, to the 20, and pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Out of bounds on the other side by Davis. He stops the touchdown. But you see how they were just moving around all over the place here as Lockett caught the ball, did a little curl around, and then found the hole right down the line.
Once again, it was a ball that was taken underneath. Used his blockers to his advantage and was able to find a seam down the sideline.
So that brings up 1st down and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Mustangs. They're going to look over here to the near side, get a play from the coach, as there's 3 far, 1 near, and they are running the clock then down to the 1 second. They're going to take the delay game right here. Yep. There's the delay again. The Eagle, I saw that one from a mile away. Wonder what that was all about.
Well, and when you have a big play like that goes, 40, 50 yards, it takes a while to get set up. And when you have that 40-second play clock started, it takes a little bit longer. So when they got the line, they looked to the sideline. When they looked at the sideline, they were down to 5 seconds.
Yeah, well, they called timeout. We thought that was going to be yellow hanky, but they actually called a timeout. So quick breakout on the football field. We'll be right.
Sonny letting you know about Liberty Air and Heat. Everybody knows what the Texas Heat can do, your air conditioning and heating systems. That's why you need the experts that deliver the best and most honest service. We provide the high-quality air conditioning and heating services that keep you more comfortable when you need it. We strive to always meet and exceed customers' expectations, competency, and accountability, as well as satisfaction. So contact Liberty Air and Heat at 469-678-9444 or visit them on the web at libertyairandheat.com.
Back, quick snap. Out of the slant or Lockett, and Lockett was almost had that one. Has on the coverage with Stevens for the Rangers, but if he was able to hold on, that one was a touchdown.
That was a good ball by George.
It was.
Quite a little bit of mustard on there, too. But
Did.
Lockhart will be first to tell you that he should have had that.
Second down and 10 as the ball is on the 14-yard line of the Rangers. Mustangs going left to right on your internet radio dial as they let the play clock go down, and that's exactly what they want. The clock is not running. It's at 8:28 left to go in the first quarter. 2 near, 3 far for the Mustangs. George looking to that far side. It's caught, bounced up in the air, almost intercepted, as that was right in the hands of Davis on the other side, and they ran into each other, and the other one is down.
Yeah, two Raiders went for the interception at the same time. They ended up colliding with each other as Davis really had a key on the ball, but both players were looking up for the ball, didn't see each other, and one of those players is still there.
All right, injury timeout on the football field. We'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We are back. We are back at 6. Did you count them this time, Bill?
Yes, we're seeing a little bit more attendance on the other side of the field. So, injured player was Courtney Jones. He's come off the field. He came off on his own power. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. But if you're Naaman Forest, you can't afford to lose a player because you have so many players that play both sides of the ball.
Definitely that, and we were talking about that even before the game. Unfortunately, with the roster size, they get winded. About mid-third quarter. George back to pass, looking for a fade into the corner. Lockett couldn't get around his defender. It was Jones. I wrote that one down this time. Made it really big.
Well,
so I could see it.
And Lockhart got a late start on that ball too, as he didn't break for the end zone until after the ball was thrown. I think it would have been a hard ball to catch anyways.
So that brings up now 4th down and 10. They bring on the kicking team. That is Alvarado. They're gonna place it at the 21-yard line. So this is a 31 yard field goal attempt for the Mustangs as they're looking to get the 3. And this one's blocked right there. Good getting into the penetration with Stevens. And they brought him down all the way back to a big loss on the play in reality with the block, bringing it down. They're going to place that one at the 35-yard line of the Mustangs.
Well, yeah, Stevens should have just fallen on that ball. He tried to pick up the ball and run with it. And he tried to loop around, and he just lost yardage. He lost probably about another 10 yards by trying to pick it up and run with it.
That one actually hit Stevens in the leg, from the kick. So there you go. So the Rangers now, they get the break to stop the score. It's still 21-0 with 8:06 left to go in the first quarter. And they're going to place the ball at the 36-yard line for 1st down and 10 for the Rangers, and the Rangers set with one in the backfield, 3 far and 1 near, and the passing play. So now let's see what the Mustangs can do to stop the momentum. Here's the quick pass, and it's caught over to the right-hand side, pushing down to the 42-yard line. That was a nice catch there by Jones, and he's brought down on the other side for your Mustangs. That was King, but not before they picked up 6 yards. Nice swing pass on the outside. So
yeah, you're right. And like I said, it was just simple, and they were able to pick up positive yards.
And that's what they've been doing all night. It's the simple plays given, like you said, they're taking what the Mustangs are giving them, and somewhat successful, not with the score, but at least the yards. Anyway.
Well, and then I don't know the totals yet, but right now it's probably about 5 yards per completion.
Peerless now gets the snap. He's going to roll out of the pocket, throw downfield over. Ooh. King put a pop on him on the outside. Man, that was.
Well, and here's the deal. We're obviously
that hurt all the way up here.
Obviously, we're biased with Sachse. That should have been a penalty.
That should have been a penalty.
That ball was outside, and it was out of bounds.
Uncatchable, too.
And uncatchable. So Sachse definitely got away with one.
They did. So 7:19 left to go. Brings up 3rd down and 5 as they place the ball on the 41-yard line of the Rangers. Rangers going right to left on your internet radio dial. As they got 3 near, 1 far, they go ahead and hand it off, trying to get around the corners. Jones, there's a yellow hanky. What could that hanky be? Where it came from, that almost tells me it's defensive, something on the defensive side of the ball.
No, I think I'm going to think it's going to be a face mask.
That's what I was going to guess. Face
mask. On the middle, but either face mask or hands to the face.
Did you see a head turn there, Butch?
Yes. Oh, it's a chop block.
Oh.
That's why we saw head turn.
Wow. Chop block. Wow. You really? I don't know. We rarely see that flag a lot, even on the high school side. Isn't that a 15-yarder?
Yeah, but Sachse declines as it brings up 4th down. So
got it.
They're going to force them to bunt the ball here.
Good idea. Good thing. Don't need to have them out there, trying to get another 3rd and 20. So Rothrock's back at his own 30, and Jalot is going to be kicking this one from his own 30. So you can do the math real quick. 40 yards back, and it's actually a short kick. It's going to bounce at the 35-yard line, chuck up, and stopping the ball from going any further was Jones on the other side. So they're going to go ahead and bring out the offense here. 6:56 left to go. It's still 21-0 after the field goal attempt was blocked for the Mustangs last time. I know we got to look at it. Are we still 21-0? It seems like a long time.
Still 7 minutes left in the second.
Now it's dragging.
And there's been about 6 possessions by both sides already.
All right, George goes ahead, hands the ball off. I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Haygood. Haygood breaks the tackle, pushes it all the way down, and is he going to get in? Touchdown! Sachse Mustangs. I thought he was out of bounds. I could have swore he was.
And he was hit by about 5 different players. In fact, we get the replay.
Here it is.
We'll count.
1, 2, 3, 4. Slides out of that 5 by the second one again. 6.
Got their hands on him
and couldn't get him down or out of bounds. So that brings on the kicking unit. Touchdown for the Sachse Mustangs. Wow. So they bring on Alvarado. Kick goes up, and it goes Butch.
It's downtown.
Downtown for the Sachse Mustangs. So that's going to put another score up on the board. It's going to be 28-0 here with the quick breakout on the football field. Means break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. This is the Sachse Mustangs taking on the Naaman Forest Rangers. We will be right back. Sachse Ice House is a non-smoking craft beer and beer pub located in the heart of Sachse. The Ice House was opened to provide a friendly, clean, and female-friendly environment. Sachse was lacking a place for service industry, date nights, and girls' nights, as well as happy hours. Excellent service and top-notch food are our priority. On Tuesday, we offer 79-cent wings, as well as half-price burgers on Mondays. So check us out at the Ice House, located at 6501 Highway 78 in Sachse, or give us a call at 469-304-1550, or check us out on the web at SachseIcehouse.com. Go Mustangs!
Philly cheesesteak sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't been there in a while. 28-0, 6:40 left to go in the first half. Who do we got coming in at halftime, Butch?
Shea Creel.
Shea Creel, the principal of the Sachse Mustangs. Will be visiting him after a 10-minute break and give him a little time to get up here. So, got two back for the wow, he actually kicked it. I was amazed. All right, so they kick it, pushing all the way up on the other side. That's French Love trying to get out of the around the corner, unable to get there. They're going to push on about 28-yard line. There's a player. Okay, they got him up. At least he's on the sideline. So the Mustangs will start their drive. Where are they going to put it? It looks like they're going to put it at the 27-yard line for the Mustangs. So the Mustangs are going to have to figure out how to stop after the touchdown. Yeah, I saw that. It's right over here.
That's such a pretty moon. If you're in the area here or somewhere where the moon is up, go outside and take a
I wonder if my phone will take that picture. I got a better phone, so it might. We'll find out. All right, so okay, that's Butch. Hey, Butch. All right, so back to passes Perales, and the ball is caught, pushing down to the 34. Ball was caught there by French Love, and then on the stop was Dillard. That's interesting. I want to see if I can maybe. Whoa, that was ugly. Oh, wow. I might be able to get a snap of that. Okay, I guess it's not going to focus. All right, here's the snap by Peerless. Peerless, it's tipped, and it's almost intercepted as the tip right there. Good thing. I'm not getting that clear picture of the moon, but I was able to call that play. I was doing double duty. I was taking the picture and called the play. It's amazing. Sometimes I amaze myself.
Philly, they're at the line of scrimmage, and number 21, Nelson, is shaking his head for not catching that ball.
All right, so that brings up third down and what looks to be about 3, maybe 4. Ball is on the 34-yard line of the Rangers. 3 far, 1 near, 1 in the backfield with Pierce, and the ball's thrown and caught. Abels at the 39-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. And there's Nelson on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs, but not before they move the chains.
Well, and once again, they just threw that ball underneath. As I mentioned earlier, they're not throwing that ball downfield. I think Sachse needs to adjust that, especially at halftime.
Perales, being able to get the ball in the hands of the receivers. He's back to pass. He's away from the rush. Now he's going to take off, and he's going to go down at the 44-yard line because he was going to get plowed if he didn't.
They didn't give him a good spot. They gave him to the 43-yard line. And by the time he went down, he was almost at 45.
That's what I thought. Yeah, about a yard and a half off.
I could have understood if it was a slide. He actually just rolled down. So really, they should have marked him where he went down.
Yeah, and he went actually vertical instead of horizontal. So interesting. Well, 5:11 left to go. Still 28-0 here. As Perales is looking things over. He's got 3 near. Actually, 2 near, 1 on the end, the big tight end. They go ahead, look that way, and they just ran into each other. But Peerless is able to complete the pass to Abels before the ball's on the ground and picked up by the Mustangs, and they're just pushing it down until they get him out of bounds. I'm not even sure who came up with that because he just came out of the pile. Who was that? I'm trying to see it. And it was?
That was number 7. That was Brunswick.
Brunswick
Came up with that.
Wow, Brunswick with the pickup. Here is the play at the 50-yard line. Abels just got popped. Wow, that was close. His knee was close to the ground.
Yeah, that's a play that really they could have
held him down
because Fort Carson had been stopped.
Wow. Well, turnover. Mustangs at their own 36. Well, actually, the Rangers' 36-yard line. They're 36 yards away from pay dirt. Man, I'm wondering if they're going to just put that ball up in the air and let them run underneath it, as George has been doing that all season long. George looking on the far side. It's caught on the other side, pushing it down the field. Man, Lockett almost broke that one. He just went out of bounds right at that 10-yard marker. And then on the stop on the other side, number 6, Jones. Well, it was Yarbrough. Thank you very much. Around the corner, it was Yarbrough. And so they gave him about 9 yards as they placed the ball at the 26-yard line of the Rangers. George back to pass, fires a rocket, and they're going to fight for it, and it's intercepted. Yep, they both had their hands on it, as on the other side, number 6, Jones, was right there, and Lockett couldn't get it out of their hand. They were battling for it, and he just finally just yanked it out.
Well, and I think Jones had the position on the catch as Lockett came at the last second to get his hands on it, but Jones just had good position. It's almost like a basketball play when you're guarding, getting that ball down low. You position yourself to block the defender out. And that's what Jones did.
4:33 left to go in the first half. 28-0 in favor of the Mustangs. So I'm very interested to see. Now, they got the momentum. They get the interception, that being the Rangers. The defense has been locked down all night long, and it's been locked down really for the last 3 games. So let's see what they draw up here for the Rangers. Quick pass on the outside, and it is caught. Not getting too far was Abels. They might pick up 2 or 3. And on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs was Nelson before he got too far, along with number 2, Norbar, who he plays both sides of the ball. He's also a running back for the Sachse Mustangs. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Well, just so far in this game, there's been 14 possession changes. There's been 8 by Naaman Forest and 6 by Sachse. So a lot.
Well, 2 turnovers for the Mustangs tonight, right? 2 turnovers. This last interception. Then they have one in the first half or first quarter. Wow. We'll find out. Peerless gets the snap. He's going to run to the far side. He has nobody. He's going to be out of bounds maybe after a gain of about 4. I think they've had like 2 turnovers with it. Was it 2 interceptions, I think, by George. We'll check that out and see if we can get an update on that. So a face mask out on the football field. So they get the automatic first down after that. See if we can get a box score here.
Just one interception.
Just one interception? Okay, very well. So after that, is that what they're calling for the face mask? So, yeah, it kind of looked like he kind of got like 2 fingers caught in the side.
He did. As soon as he grabbed on the face mask, he did try to let it go. But as soon as that head drops, then they're going to call it no matter what.
So 1st and 10 as they place the ball at the 31-yard line, as the Naaman Forest Rangers here trying to stay, respectful. I guess it's the best way to put this here tonight, as they are down 28-0, as they got too far, 1 near and 1 in the backfield. Here comes the man in the motion. Ball rolls back to Peerless. Peerless is now going to have to run for his life on the outside. He just lays it up in the air for anybody out there and no one around. And I was hoping there would not be a flag, because that duck, I mean, you almost heard the quack, quack as it just floated out there.
And they're not going to call it when it's something like that, because really it's just ball up in the air. And they're looking at the official right now and asking why there's no pass interference. But on the flip side of it, they could very easily call Leonardo Escobar for a hold, as he had one of the defenders execute wrapped up, and it was a clear hold from what I saw.
5 first downs for the Rangers here. 3:34 left to go in the first half, and only 5 first downs in the first half. And I think they're going to blow this one dead. What happened here? Did someone call timeout? What was going on? I don't even see a yellow hanky.
Yeah, I don't know what timeout.
Yeah, he just put it back in his pocket.
delay a game.
Wow.
I didn't even notice that. It didn't even seem like that was time enough.
It would be your back judge, which is usually about 30 yards off the line of scrimmage. So really, we don't always look at that. We're usually looking, where the mass of your players are.
78 total yards for the Rangers here tonight. Just not able to get off the schneid. They've been taking advantage of the short stuff, and the short stuff will add up, but not very much. 338 for the Sachse Mustangs total yards here tonight, as they've just dominated the first half of this game with 3:34 left to go in the first half. Hand the ball off, trying to get around the corner, pushing real hard, and being out of bounds. And that was a little Abel's on the other side. It was DeVault kind of said, "Hey, just stay here for a second."
Yeah, he kind of held him down. I did see the official talking to DeVault and warning him. And this is where Sachse does not want to make mental mistakes.
Absolutely.
Keep your emotions in check. Play your game.
You're up 21-0.
28-0.
28.
You don't need to do any extracurricular.
All right, so it's 3rd down and 9 for the Rangers from their own 32. Too far, one near, one in the backfield. Back to pass to Perales. Perales is going to have to move out of the pocket. Now he's going to run. Yellow hanky is everywhere. That's going to be a hold. Perales around to the 40, to the midfield, down to the 40, and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. But they're going to bring that one all the way out. And, boy, hey, Butch, did you see the far side?
Yeah, but I didn't see a push there.
Did he trip?
I think he tripped over something because
the sideline. He tripped over the sideline.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
He went down hard, dude. That's just like, wait a second. I was looking one way, and then I seen him go down. And holding, of course, will back out all the way up.
Yeah, the defender kind of let up when they got to the sideline, so I didn't see anything. I don't know if maybe Perales was trying to.
Here's the replay. Well, there's the hold right there.
Yeah. I don't know if he was trying to embellish to try to get the penalty, but I don't really see that there was much of one.
Well, you know what, though? If you're going to embellish, you might as well try to do it because you knew you got the hold. Oh, no, he just tripped over himself. There was a little shove, but not enough to.
That was, I mentioned him earlier. That was a LeBron flop. As soon as the defender put his hands on his back, he went down.
Oh, man. So, both teams with the turnover here tonight. So, looking at that side of it, as 3:13 left to go in the first half, Perales, he's 12 of 20 for 90 or 89 yards here tonight. And he's looking at a 3rd and 19 as they place the ball at the 21-yard line. Maybe, that's the 22-yard line for the Rangers. Ball snapped up on the ground. Perales had to get it, and it's a false start. Yellow hankies all over the place.
They're going to get number 50, Trent Garrett on that.
So that will back them up. It's almost like add insult to injury. It's going to be 3rd and 24 unless they decline the penalty. And I think they see here 5, 10. No, then they
No, they didn't decline it.
They didn't decline it. They backed.
No, they back it up. It's now to the 22-yard line.
Actually,
or I'm sorry, the 17-yard line.
17-yard line. And they're put all right.
24.
Yep, and they just pushed the time clock up for the play clock, so they got that one rolling. So Perales waiting on the snap, 3 far, 2 near from his own 17-yard line. Back to pass. And pass up over the middle, ball off the hands of the intended receiver, Davis, and everybody was around on that one, including number 24 for your Sachse Mustangs, Ellis.
Yeah, and I really think Davis could have still had it. It was a little high, but if you can get both hands on the ball, you should definitely bring that.
It was a little behind him, a little bit.
It was a little bit behind him, but
still got to bring that one down, though.
But it does push them back deep into their own territory where Sachse should get this ball in pretty good field position.
Abels with 7 receptions for 51 yards here tonight for the Rangers, and they bring on the kicking unit back as Rothrock at his own 45, and that ball went up in the air and it's going to bounce and it'll go backward. Yep, that around back. Meadows stopped it from going too much further back, and they're going to place it at the 37-yard line for the Mustangs. So 2:58. This is a time where you got to work on some plays here. It's now obviously not the 2-minute drill, but still 2:58. You got a lot of opportunity to try some new things here or get better at what you're lacking at right now.
And you're at 37-yard line. You only have 37 yards to score. 2:58. You do want to take some time off that clock. You want to stop, so many possessions and run a little bit of offense here.
28-0. There's yellow hankies all over the football field as a false start is called on the Sachse Mustangs. So they'll march that one back, and they're going to place it at the 42-yard line after they move it back that 5 yards. As no time was taken off that one as the clock starts on the snap. 2 near, 1 far. They go ahead and hand it off. Haygood. Haygood's going to be wrapped up right at the 40-yard line by the whole Rangers defensive line. So they at least stopped him a little bit there, before he got back to the original line of scrimmage. And then it's Green on the stop.
Yeah, I think Green is the one that held him up, and I think everybody else came in behind him.
Yeah. Number 34 out there as well, and that was McGowan. So that brings up 2nd down and 12. Ball on the 39-yard line of the Rangers. They go ahead and hand it off again. Hagan left it, breaks the hole to the 30, now to the 20, and he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line as the Rangers slow to get up was Davis as well as Peerless, number 7?
I'm sorry, number 4.
Number 4, yes, Davis on the stop. I was like, wow, is he playing both sides of the ball? Amazing. 2:08 left to go here in the first half. 1st down and 10. Ball is on the 16-yard line of the Rangers as they are going really slow, methodically, just working on the plays, making sure they get the right plays, and obviously the right personnel. There comes Little as Haygood comes off the football field. At least I caught that one at least this time. Yep, and they're running the clock, and that's got 2 seconds to go. There it's out. They barely get the snap off. Give it to Little. Little to the right-hand side, and he's brought down on the side. Number 14 on the stop as Sample, as well as number 4. Who is it? 34. Gotcha. 34 on the stop. That is McGowan again.
Yeah, that play was kind of
slow developing.
Very slow to develop, and Little came in late. They barely got the ball off before the clock expired.
And actually, that was Sample along with McGowan. So they get that high snap with balls pushed around, handed off, trying to break around the corner are the Ridge, and Ridge is going to get down to the 15-yard line before he's brought down again. McGowan everywhere. Well, last 3 plays, he's had 3 tackles.
He's him and both
Ball hawk.
Elijah Jones. We're constantly calling their names all night long.
Absolutely. So it's now 3rd down and 9. George gets the snap. He's going to roll to the near side, throw it to the end zone, a little bit too high. Ball intended for Lockett. As they a lot of people over there. Stevens was there on the coverage.
Extracurricular on the field after. They're going to get number 14.
Rothberg?
Zachary Sample.
Oh, Sample the other side.
Unsportsmanlike after the play, which is going to definitely hurt Naaman Forest. It's going to give Sachse a 1st down.
I really like what George did right there. As George, being the leader that he is, he goes out and gets Hanks and says, get off the field. This is not a time for a personal foul, for a retaliation.
Well, and that's exactly what it is, because as soon as Hanks got pushed by Samples, your offense came to his defense, and you want to, like I said, keep your cool.
So dead fall foul. We're going to do a half a distance to the goal.
Which I assure you does not make the Coach Torres or Coach Bears happy with that team as you just gave Sachse a 1st down and a 1st goal.
Yeah, actually, Peralez his dad, I think, coaches this team somewhere. Check that out. I think it's probably his father. Same last name, I would think.
Well,
or related at least.
I'm sorry, head coach. Yeah, you're right, Jesse Peralez. I was looking at the wrong spot there.
George gets the snap as at the 8-yard line. He's going to throw it to the end zone. Ball caught. Sachse Mustangs. And on the side, that was Quinn on the reception. They're going to the sideline. Oh, it might be his girlfriend. Quinn gave his girlfriend a hug. How about that?
Oh, I thought he gave her the balls.
Well, maybe he did.
He won't keep it very long.
This is not the NFL. They want that ball back. 31 seconds left to go in the first half. The Mustangs get up on the board again, and here's the snap. Kick goes up, and it goes downtown for the Sachse Mustangs. 35-0. Still some time here left to go in the first half. Quick breakout on the football field. Means a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Let's hear from Butch Wesson and Wesson.
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors.
There is a lot of talking going out on the football field. We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show, 35-0, as the Sachse Mustangs have it pretty much well in hand, and we're not even at halftime. So,
It's almost 11 o'clock.
hey man, I do got to work, but at least it's a little bit later in the day, so it's a Friday. I do hate Thursday games because I take the day off to call the games and get that 3-day weekend not happening this week. However, I'll go ahead and put in 8 hours tomorrow and get through it and go. 35-0. Bye next week. They're on the They're on the bye. And here comes the kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 28-yard line for the Rangers, number 31. I don't have 31 on my.
I don't either.
And that was 31, right? I mean, I'm not like half blind, am I? Well, I'm half blind. Maybe it was 21. Maybe it was 21 when that was Robbins. All right, so the Rangers start at their own 31-yard line, 31 seconds. You know, this might just be the time just to take the knee and get into the locker room.
Well, and I would be surprised if Naaman Forest tries to run in the offense, but I do see that they are spreading 3 wide. So let's see if they run it or if they will throw the ball.
All right, so here they go. Too far, too near. Back to passes Perales, and get the ball in the hands, pushing it down to about the 37-yard line. Now near the 40 as Garcia out of the backfield before he just got popped by Perry, and they're pushing the ball down the field here real quick. 15 seconds left to go. Too near, too far for Perales and the Rangers. Perales gets the snap. He's back to pass. Now he puts it over the middle. A ball cut. Nope, intercepted by the Mustangs. Pushing down to the 40. Now near the 30, and wow, big pops out there as Rice with the interception, and that's going to do it for the first half before he was brought down by Taylor on the other side after the interception. So that's going to do it for the first half. Big hits going on out there. And what are you laughing at? What did I do now?
I think the clock operator went ahead and let that clock just
kept going. All right. Just in case. So, yeah. All right. So that's going to do it. And at halftime, we're going to bring in why am I having it's English? It's English. The principal, it's English. It's here. It's not getting here. It's just one of those things, guys. All right. So we're going to take a quick break here. You'll hear a little bit until we get Mr. Creel in here for the halftime show, and you can watch a little bit of what we do on Sunday here. Get a peek at that. 35-0. We'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs Radio Network. Oh, he's here? We are back here, guys. Is quick. Wow, you're quick to the booth. It is the principal of the Sachse Mustangs, Shay Creel. Thanks for joining us here in the halftime. And we got the opportunity to call some of the games last year. Well, all of them, and your son was there. I talk a little bit about where your son is and what he is doing with his life as he moved on here from the Sachse Mustangs.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. So Jet graduated in May.
Told you it was Jet.
Jet Creel, yeah, he was number 7 back then, and he spent the summer playing a little collegiate baseball here locally.
Wow!
And then we moved him up to Enid, Oklahoma, at northern Oklahoma. Enid.
Not Enid, Texas, but
Enid, Oklahoma, and he's playing baseball up there.
Wow!
Actually, they're called the Jets.
Wow! Yeah,
Jets playing for
that's
the
what
Jets,
he was saying.
So
That's. Yeah, so
pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. And the thing about this, now we started calling the games last year. We spent 8 years calling for the Rowlett Eagles, and before COVID hit and everything, so there were some changes. And we got the opportunity to come here, and we found a head coach of a football team that welcomed us with open arms. Tell us a little bit about Red Barons. He is a guy that, he would give you the shirt off his back if you needed. In fact, he said he would get me some shirts, but we got him from our sponsor. But good guy in Red Barons.
Red's a good guy. He started the program and had some rocky seasons early on, and then just kind of built it up. And he would give the shirt off the back. He's a people pleaser.
Yes, he is.
When I ask him to do something, he may not want to do it, but he always will do it, chip in. He does morning duty for us in the morning. So, a lot of coaches.
Well, he's usually at the school at 5 a.m. anyway, I imagine.
He's in his office a lot, drinking his coffee and, probably watching film. But he comes up in the building and makes good relationships and builds rapport with our student body, just not our athletes. So.
Well, interestingly enough, I was thinking when I found out that you were going to be coming along, one of the things I've always wanted to ask a principal, when you're dealing with kids and everything else, what is one of the hardest things that you deal with as a principal, as far as the kids are concerned? Now, you've got all other things, but kids in general, what is the hardest part of your job when it comes to them?
Well, the kids, when you think about, the big picture, you don't know where they're coming from.
Yep.
So you have to build that rapport with them. You don't know what their home life's like, what they do outside of school. Are they working? Are they required to work to, help with bills and things like that? So really getting to know the kids. We were all kids and young and dumb at one point. And
I think that's what I was aiming at, the young and dumb.
That attitude of, kids are going to be kids, and they're going to make mistakes, and that's how you raise up young men and young women, just by them learning through their mistakes and us being there to help guide them. And I've been blessed to be at a campus where our staff buys into that, our coaching staff buys into that, and that's the number one thing we do, because we can't teach the ABCs and the pluses and the minuses if we don't have that relationship built.
That being said, it's got to be harder. We all went to school. I'm an '80s child, so way back in the day. And even you're a little bit younger than I am in reality.
I don't know.
I'm 56, so we're
barely younger.
So you kind of see the differences. Obviously, when we went to school, it's a total different thing. Do you find that hard to adjust based upon where you came from to where we are today, which is almost a total different world?
Well, going back to my childhood, absolutely it's different. But, I've been in the district for 27, 28 years. And even from when I started at Coyle Middle School to where I am now, the kids are different. When I started at Sachse 8 years ago, the kids are different now, even taking the pandemic out of the way. And, to me, I attribute a lot to that little device standing right there on your desk, the cell phone.
Yeah.
That's a game changer, because back in the day we didn't have those.
No, we had the shoe boxes,
Right, exactly. We played telephone with cans and strings. So that's different, learning how to manage that and all the social media and the things they see on TV, and it's just a different world. So, trying to understand where they're coming from and not being rushed to make a judgment, because it's different than where we grew up.
Now look at the positives. I mean, obviously this is a big part of today's world, and there's a lot of bad on this in reality, but there's also a lot of good. If we had this rolling around when we were in school, I mean, we wouldn't even be carrying books, in our book bags 10,000 pounds. So what is a positive of this as far as the schools are concerned? I always found, because I am one of those parents where, hey, there's telephones in the schools, they don't need this, but man, that's almost not true today, is it?
Well, a lot of kids, because they have one-to-one devices in our district with Chromebooks and things like that. They're not real good at charging them, but they do charge their cell phones.
Of course, yes.
So that's always at full battery life.
Yeah.
So, using that as an extra device in the classroom, and I give my teachers autonomy to say what their cell phone policy is, and a lot of them utilize that.
Is it a positive now? Are they figuring it out how to be a positive?
It is, with teachers setting the expectations, they can limit the use. They can deliver the instruction and the things they need to do, but then they can give them their time on their cell phone, whether that's to research something or, like even if I'm in the yard, I want to listen to music.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Some kids like to do their work and listen to music, and I get it. So there's some positives to it. It's only a distraction when that direct instruction and the teacher needs your attention.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
Other than that, it can definitely be a positive.
So what is a day in the life of a principal today? I mean, obviously you have your kids. You also have the administration. You also have the teachers. There's just so many things that you have got to kind of blanket yourself and be in the know of almost everything that's going on. Heck, I can barely chew gum and walk in a straight line. How do you do something like that? That's a lot to maintain.
Well, you have to surround yourself with a lot of great people. And, I try to pride myself on hiring the right people and hiring good people because you can't do it alone, and you have to distribute your leadership and delegate certain tasks. So obviously my secretary is very good at what she does, and she protects my time a lot to enable me to do other things. But I get to school about 6 a.m. and we let kids in about 6:45, and I stand on hall duty till about 7:15, go outside, welcome all the cars and bus riders in, and we start first period and we're off and running. So the days getting into classrooms, being in the hall, being visible, making conversation with kids, hey, good to see you,
Making yourself visible, I guess.
Oh, very visible, and teachers like that, the kids like that, because I know you care. I try to go to all different activities, not just athletics, but fine arts and things like that. But the day is getting into classrooms, seeing what's happening, seeing the type of instruction that's being delivered, be in the lunchroom where we have, 600-700 kids at a time. And, just go around and talk to the kids, and bell rings at 2:50, and my administrative staff, we all do duty outside just so parents can see us, so bus drivers can see us. And then we go in. Mondays we have admin meetings. Other days of the week, I kind of leave it up to my admin staff to do what they need to do. I normally stay anywhere from 4:30 to 7. Just kind of depends on what I have to do and phone calls I need to make.
Sure.
Emails I have to return. That's a big deal, is managing your email.
Oh my goodness. Bill said he had 1,700. He was gone for a month and he had 1,700 emails. I get mad at the 10 I get on a regular basis.
I'd say
It's
10.
like, it's just like, but how are you handling the growth? I mean, we're seeing a lot of growth around this area. I mean, for whatever reason, I'm not going to get into the reason why people are coming, but we're getting a lot of people. We're seeing the growth. We're seeing the growth of Sachse. I mean, I remember when I moved here in 2007, Sachse was still kind of, small. It's slowly beginning to get bigger with more people coming in.
Absolutely. With with George Bush coming through there.
Yeah.
And they adding those storefronts right there where Manny's is and the Brass Tab and, the Trinity Regional Medical Hospital, and then they put all those apartments behind there. And
yep.
Extra home additions kind of further back. So the growth is really going. I think the city of Sachse and Mayor Bickerstaff has done a good job, trying to lure businesses. We still have that small town feel. We have local businesses, but he's also been able to get some. The EDC has got some big corporations or big restaurants, the Manny's and things like that. So it's growing. So we're seeing some kids show up that You know, we thought we're going to kind of have a decline in enrollment, but we're staying steady. We're still, you know, right around 2950, somewhere right in there.
The hometown feel, that's really important. Because I used to live in Rowlett, it drove me nuts. I almost hate driving. In fact, I went there last weekend to go, and don't ask me why. I decided I'd go to Costco in Rockwall instead of Plano, and then I got caught up on it. So I almost hate it as far as the, you know, you're seeing all that. So what is your work with the city outside of, obviously you got what you got to go with the school, but I'm sure there's a lot that you are going to be responsible for in reality, just with outside of the school as well with the mayor, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. So I serve on the, ever since I've been at Sachse, my term's almost up, but I've been a director on the board, or a board member of the Sachse Chamber of Commerce. So I participate in that. We meet regularly, you know, once a month. We have a luncheon. Mm-hmm. And we do have, you know, we're blessed to be in Garland ISD, this huge district, but yes, we are the small town of Sachse still, even though it's growing. And, you know, we've been able to incorporate a homecoming parade, something they've never had. We got that about 4 or 5 years ago. So my wife and one of my assistant principals, Melinda Croak, who's now out in Royce City, as an
know of her. I do know her.
Yeah, they kind of had this brainchild and made a homecoming pep rally, kind of like you see in the small towns, and the whole city participates, and we have a Christmas parade that the city puts on, so we participate with them. So there's a lot of give and take, and you know, Mike Felix was a great mayor, and now Mayor Bickerstaff has taken the reins, and you know that community member school feel is great as ever, and you know, we're lucky he has kids that are in the band and have graduated, so it's a tight-knit community, so we're really lucky to have that relationship.
Those uniforms they are spot on. I love them. We see it from the distance right now, but when they start coming out, who designs all this? I mean, do you throw your, you know, opinions in on as far as that's concerned? Because the band uniforms look great, and even the, you know, all the things that you got to do for a football team and all other athletics as well.
So really, I stay out of that. So Holly Taylor, our band director, you know, she'll have her band do stuff, and then Red and the coaches, they work with specific sales reps and different companies to do different things. We just, you know, Steve Hammerly, when he was the principal at Sachse, he opened the building, and he's an Aggie.
Yeah.
So he was very adamant about there not being a whole bunch of orange in the outfit or the jersey or whatever it may be. So I'm glad he's not here, because these orange uniforms he probably wouldn't like. But that's really the only thing I do is my student activities director, Lauren Ellis, we kind of look at booster clubs and people that are selling merchandise. We have a say in that just to make sure it fits our guidelines.
Sure.
But when it comes to athletics and fine arts, they work with the district and their reps to come up with the look they want.
Look at this beautiful field. I mean, from last year, you got the logos on the end. There are a lot of big moves that are going on here in the Garland ISD to whether improve. I mean, just the look and just a little facelift. Just around here, we're seeing some little things that are going on that make it so much better. I say this all the time. I love Homer B. Johnson. This man used to sit up here before the game. I'd come in early just to talk to Homer, and seeing how things that are changing that are going on here. What I think is great is you don't need how many millions of dollars there, Bill, in that one on press? What?
Yeah,
how much? Like 63 million or something?
60,
something stupid,
you
know, something crazy where you can think where else could the money be used better in reality? But this is a nice facility here.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we have two great stadiums in HBJ and at Williams, and
it's getting a facelift over there too.
Both fields received new turf, and with the Garland ISD in the end zone and in the logos, as well as, you know, the high school stadiums, like the stadium in Sachse that we play our sub-varsity games on in varsity soccer. They received new turf, and we were able to put our Sachse logo in the middle. And so it's really nice. So, you know, Dr. Lopez, the school board, has done a great job, you know, getting us the things we need, even though, you know, this may be an older facility, but you would never know it.
Absolutely.
Because they've done a good job.
Even up in here, I mean, it's just really nice.
So, you know, we're really excited, you know, with the bond passing, you know, last May. You know, the community, you know, really spoke up that we need to make some improvements, you know, not only in our in our school buildings, but also in athletics and things like that. So we're looking at some baseball and softball fields. The dirt's fixing to start turning on 3 complexes or 3 high schools, probably end of this month, which is this week. The first part of next week, they're going to start turning dirt. So we should have 3 baseball fields and 3 softball fields with turf ready to go in the spring.
Wow,
so
that's
really excited about that.
Yeah, all the changes going on. I mean, and you need these kind of things in reality, because obviously attracting people around to move to the area, whether the child goes there. I remember the Rowlett Sachse, the rivalry from, packed from Waterview and going towards the school. I found the difference as far as rivalries back in our days. They were hated rivalries. Now, nowadays rivalries are, I mean, these guys know each other in reality. So I find that interesting heading into the way of the world and changes that are going on.
Oh, absolutely. And I spent 9 years at Rowlett High School as an assistant principal. So to come over to Sachse, that's kind of like, whoa, you're going to as adults, we know you go where the job is that you want, and you go after it. But the good thing about Garland ISD and being a choice of school district, these kids, they go to elementary school, they go to middle school together, and they play each other all through, from Garland Pee Wee to Garland middle schools, and then they get to high school. So it's one of those things where, you want to beat them because they play for the other team, but you've known these guys for forever, 10, 12 years, and you've grown up with them just at different schools. So you can see the guys, helping each other up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's kind of cool, and it's neat to see in a rivalry game or anything like that Garland IC is still looking out for each other.
Any announcements coming here for soon for Sachse in any way, as something you can kind of let out of the bag here while we're here, or nothing off the top of your head?
Well, we are one of the schools that are getting the baseball and softball.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. Naaman and Rowlett are the other ones. I'll spoil their stuff. So they're getting the turf, and other than that, really excited about homecoming after fall break. I'm really excited about fall break. I wish our bye week was then, but
there you go.
I think Lakeview ended up with that. So we come back, during fall break to play Garland because we're off next week.
Yep.
Our band's traveling to Midland tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And our new band trailers down there.
I've seen those. Yeah.
So it just got delivered on Tuesday. So we're still trying to figure all
those
that
are really
out.
nice.
But that, the fine arts department did a good job, and again, we got to go back to Dr. Lopez and the school board getting on board with that and really making that happen for our kids, because that's what it's all about, is giving the kids the best opportunity.
Absolutely. And it is about the kids, and that's why we get here. It's why we don't charge to do this in reality for the schools. That's the reason why we do it. We did it for the love of the school, for the kids, and the enjoyment of sports, which is always wonderful as well. So we'd like to thank you for coming up here and joining us for a little bit here at halftime. We had a lot of fun. Good to see you. He is Shay Creel. He is the principal of the Sachse High School, and he's going to you'll see him around if you go around school. He's out everywhere. So we're going to take a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Watch a little bit of what we do on Sunday, 9 to noon, as we take you up to the NFL and kickoff. My name is Sonny Clark. We'll be right back. From this guy right here. Listen, I can dig it out of anybody. And there was that smile. I was just like, and I'm serious, guys, when I say this guy quite possibly might have the best smile
on the internet from anybody I've ever seen. It's my man is Bryce from Brooklyn. It kind of we kind of missed you last week, towards the end of the show when we were kind of expecting you to slide in on doing. How you doing? Good to see you, my friend.
It's always good to see everyone. My apologies. Unfortunately, unexpectedly, I was not able to jump in last week. I know I missed, the Steelers-Browns preview, but I was at that game with my dad.
I saw you from the.
Oh
man! And then when I saw it, I said, "That's why we didn't see the man."
I was there. It's good to see. It's good to see Cuervo. Good to see Trey Mack. I know Obi is probably off in some rage-induced conspiracy hole about late hits and birdie hits and freaks. But at the end of the day, when we play the Browns, it just comes down to our guy on defense is more impactful than his guy on defense. That's all it is.
And I will. Whoa! Wow! There we go. Good to see. That said, I will say this. Okay, I don't know what to think about the hit. Okay. All I hear is what Micah Fitzpatrick's saying and his teammates. So they're coming behind him and like they should, by the way, regardless if it was a dirty hit or not, the players got to back their guy. And listen, Fitzpatrick, he is a superstar in reality, man. That guy can play. That guy can play. And it was one of the best moves recently that the Steelers have done as far as personnel bringing him on the football team. Okay, recently, and not only that, they just stole him. They just threw him away, and so I don't know. I don't necessarily. And I watched the hit and everything. And that, by the way, that's hard to watch. That's another Joe Theismann kind of thing I don't like to see. I'm glad they just had a still, so I didn't see it. But I'm going to go with the fact that I don't think he did it on purpose. I don't think it was a dirty hit. I just think it was a freak accident. I think what the problem was in reality with people regarding Micah Fitzpatrick is he wasn't out immediately talking about it, which I think is smart in reality, just to make sure that he doesn't say something in the heat of the moment or what that's really bad in reality. So looking at that, I'm going to throw it to Bryce. What do you think about that situation? What do you think about the hit?
Sonny, I don't have much to say, only because it's not a dirty hit. It's just it's unfortunate, terrible to see.
Yeah.
We just need to move on. I mean, and I wish nothing but the best for Nick Chubb. I mean, that guy is a baller. You don't want to see anyone get hit. You don't want to see anyone get hurt like that. But it's just not a dirty play. It's just not. There's nothing really to discuss. The nature of the hit is what made it look because of what happened in the result.
And the still of it, that picture, that picture right there. You're right.
Dirty play. It wasn't a dirty play.
I don't think so either. I think there's a lot to talk about that as far as that is concerned. Now, since I got you here, what is your timing today as far as your availability today?
Oh, I'm going to hang around since I missed last week. I'm going to hang around with Cuervo and the Podfather.
And the Misfits. You're part of, you might be the lead misfit. I don't know, but always the
most misfit.
All right. So that being said, then we're going to get to that game later. I was looking at the schedule, and there were only a few games that, to me, that weren't like, let's just be obvious about it. And I want to go to the game because I think I'm close to pulling the trigger on one. So I want to talk about the Atlanta Falcons in Detroit, okay? This is an interesting game because, I looked through some of these games and I know who I'm picking right away. This one right here has me confused. So I'm going to shoot this over to Cuervo. The Atlanta Falcons, this is one of those sneaky teams. They're kind of sneaky good, but not in your face good. They're not like other football teams that they're going to go and kick your butt in front of your face like the Buffalo Bills or, like the Dallas Cowboys today. They're probably going to roll in Arizona. But looking at this game, defensively, I love Atlanta. I'm a little bit lax on their offense, but I'm liking what I'm seeing in Atlanta on their defensive side of the ball. What is your take? This one's the tough one to pick in reality. So I'm going to throw it to you. What are you looking at in this game as far as the Falcons and Lions?
Well, I mean, I'm on the opposite side. I kind of like Atlanta's offense. They're young, and I think they're not getting the credit that maybe they need to have right now for being such a young team and for them being able to score points like they have been. I know they're not putting up 40 burgers, but for them to be able to put points on the board like they are, I mean, I didn't expect it. I thought Atlanta was still a team that was going to go through some growing pains and have some troubles figuring out what works for them with Desmond Ridder at quarterback. But it's been the complete opposite. I mean, it looks like they've got it figured out offensively and how they want to. Who do they want to be offensively? So, especially with how they're utilizing Bijan Robinson, how they're utilizing Algier and Drake London and all those guys. I would say Kyle Pitts is probably a little bit of a letdown so far.
He's been that way.
He's missed opportunities, whatever, to make plays, but I gotta give some credit to Ridder. I mean, he's playing well, so I like what they're doing. I think this is going to be a good challenge for Detroit today. I mean, they beat Green Bay at home last week, which always warms my heart when Green Bay loses. I want to see if they can do it this week on the road against the Detroit Lions.
And that's what it is. It's on the road. This is they're doing it, and you're right. I think they're missing out on Pitts, but I kind of wonder sometimes, and I'll throw this over to Bryce. When I look at guys, I mean, he's your obvious target, right? I mean, he is your obvious target. Can we win without this guy? Or not going to this guy? Maybe use him as a red herring. And right now what Atlanta is kind of doing is trying to use him as a red herring. But at the same time, you need your stud involved with the game in reality. Why? Because let's just be honest. You're not winning games without Pitts being part of the offense in reality, Bryce. So I think that's one of the things that even though offensive, that's my problem with them. They're not utilizing their superstar that they have.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't watched a lot of Atlanta football, but the football that I have watched, I wouldn't be surprised if teams are going out of their way to do three things. One, you want to load up and stop Atlanta running the football, because while Atlanta hasn't been great over the last couple of years, one thing they have established under Arthur Smith is they want to run the ball. So they have a clear identity. This is something they want to play towards. Yep. So that's number one. And number two, stop.
Here at Fit Body Boot Camp, located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse. All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. It's halftime. It is 35-0 in favor of the Mustangs. Having a pretty easy night here tonight, so far anyway. And we'll throw it over to Bill. Let's see what the numbers say.
Well, I'm going to throw out the first stat. You're going to feel like this is a pretty close game. First downs, Naaman Forest has 7, Sachse has 11. So you hear that and you think, oh, this is a pretty good game. But then the next total I want to throw out is total yards. Naaman Forest has 95. Sachse has 373 total yards in the first half. 171 of that for Sachse is passing. 200 yards is rushing. And really, in the first quarter, they didn't have much rushing yards at all. So majority of that came in the second quarter. For individual stats, Brendan George right now is 13 for 22 for 171 yards. That's and with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. On the rushing side of it, Brendan Haygood had a couple of great runs as he's had 6 attempts for 134 yards.
Big chunks.
That's an average of 22 yards a carry with 3 touchdowns. Brendan George has 2 rushes for 67 yards and a touchdown. Josh Ridge, which we haven't seen too much in the backfield tonight, he's had 1 attempt for 2 yards. And Keandre Little had 1 attempt for -1 yard. On the receiving side of it, same story every week. Lockett has 4 receptions for 78 yards. Kendrick Hanks has 4 receptions for 56 yards. Santana Quinn has had a great game so far. This is his most productive game of the season, and he's had 3 receptions for 25 yards and a touchdown. And Fabian Ybarra has 2 receptions for 12 yards.
Well, and the stats are just amazing. I was looking at some of the defensive stats that Coach sent over to me, and looking at this football team, they got 21 sacks on the season. So that means obviously they're getting in the backfield and getting there quick. Tackles for losses, also 27 tackles for losses, and they are all over the quarterback this year. 42 quarterback rushes.
Well, you have 21
huge.
Season. That coming into this game, that's averaging 4 sacks a game, which is unheard of. So and you're talking about a team that gave up over 80 points in the first 2 games of the season and still have that. So really, coming district, they've really stepped up their defense.
Yeah, and I was looking at Brunswick. Brunswick so far this season, he's got 27 total tackles. 23 of them are assisted, but he is always around the ball. And then you take a look at Sean Duvall coming into this game, 39 assisted tackles as well, total 46s. So they find the ball. They are ball hawks. They are the leaders there on the defensive side of the ball, without question. So looking at those numbers are quite interesting. And Butch is going to be giving us some of those numbers on that defensive side as they go ahead and they kick the ball off, and it's going to go into the end zone. Wow. No one was even back that far in reality. Just let it go.
Well, you understand, this is the first time that Naaman Forest kicked all night.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We didn't know what we're looking for.
Yeah. so that's going to start it off 35-0 here as we start out the third quarter. And really kind of one of those games where you want to try to get out of here without injury now that you've already got pretty much the victory. I hate to say that, but, when you're up 5 touchdowns and you haven't given up any, you kind of know where you are. Now we're going to probably hopefully see some of the other players that don't hit the field very often. So here comes George on 1st down and 10. Ball caught and brought down immediately. Lockett right there at the 25-yard line, and on the stop on the other side is number 1. That was Stevens, and that brings up 2nd down.
Well, and I would see that Sachse is going to try to just control the ball, control the clock, take the ball down the field. I don't think we're going to see anything really out of the ordinary. We're going to keep it really simple.
I'm actually surprised they came out throwing the football as Rothlock goes into motion and they hand the ball off. And that is watch out, forget it, to the 50, breaking down to the 40 and down to the 38-yard line for the Sachse Mustangs. Haygood, and saving the tackle on the other side, number 5, that was Green.
Yeah, Green's had a big game already. He had an interception here in the first half, but and then he was able to stop a big run. Looks like Haygood's coming off the field. I don't know if he's cramping up, but he got up from the play. But now he's kind of limped off It looks like it's going to cramp for him.
Chester's going to replace him as there's 3 far, 1 near as they go ahead and hand the ball to Chester. He gets around the corner. He breaks the hold and almost broke the whole tackle, getting down to the 31-yard line before he was brought down on the other side.
Ridge back there.
Was that Ridge?
Yeah.
Boy, it looked like 0. I hate that 6 and 0. So thanks for the correction. I appreciate that. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 after he gained 7 on 1st down as they place the ball at the Rangers 32-yard line here for a 2nd and 3. 10:25 left to go. 3 far, 1 near. George looking, puts up a fake, ball caught. Touchdown! Sachse Mustang Lockett all by himself. I don't know what happened to the defender. It looks like the defender stopped in between the 10 and the 15-yard line. Lockett just got the ball.
No, this was a set play. George actually faked the pass. Lockett on a fake hitch. The defender bought for it, and Lockett was able to break down the field.
So they go ahead. They bring on the kicking unit as they are going to go ahead and extend their lead. Right now it's 41-0. And they're going to bring on the kicking unit, and the kick goes up. It is downtown for the Sachse Mustangs. So that breaks the score to 42-0 here as we get set and keep going with 10:15 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Quick breakout on the football field, of course, means a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We will be right back.
This is Sonny letting you know about Liberty Air and Heat. Everybody knows what the Texas Heat can do, your air conditioning and heating systems. That's why you need the experts that deliver the best and most honest service. We provide the high-quality air conditioning and heating services that keep you more comfortable when you need it. We strive to always meet and exceed customers' expectations, competency, and accountability, as well as satisfaction. So contact Liberty Air and Heat at 469-678-9444 or visit them on the web at libertyairandheat.com.
On that defensive side. Here? I just might go catch that game. Just so I can see what Wiley's going on. Wiley and Lakeview Centennial, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show Thursday night. Of course, we're going to be open for Friday night. Tomorrow, I got to work. I hate my new work schedule. Anyway, all right. It's 42-0 in favor of the Mustangs. 10:15. They go ahead and do that short kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line for the Rangers. Davis calls for the fair catch, and they will start that one out. So, interestingly enough, what is the mindset? I mean, I don't know, Bill. I mean, you're really kind of getting it, you've been taken out to the woodshed here, and you still got another half of football to play. I mean, for crying out loud, it's got to be a tough day for the other side.
Well, I don't see Naaman Forest throwing the towel in yet. What gets difficult is when you get into that 4th quarter and you have players that are playing both sides of the ball all night. It really catches up to you. I mean, you're really you're not playing to win the game. You're playing to just not get hurt and just make it respectable and at least work on some offense and defense.
1st down and 10 for the Rangers as they hand the ball off and dancing around a little bit. On the other side, it was Green. He got popped there toward the end. DeVault gave him a little welcome here. Just take a little extra right here.
Well, DeVault's been making those hits all night long so far.
Yeah, he's had 47 tackles on the year.
Yes, good ball awareness is huge as they go ahead and hand the ball off again and keep pushing down and not get very far. But no, that's actually going to move. That's going to move the chains. And oh, wow. And that is Jones. That is Elijah Jones. He's grabbing the it's either Green or Elijah Jones. It's Green, number 5. He was grabbing his midsection about the abdominal area, and they're going to go ahead. They're going to bring out they're going to take a look at him. Check us out on Sunday, the Couch Potato Sports Show. It is week number what? It's week number 4 of the NFL. You can catch us. We're going to cover all the games from 9 to noon. We'll take you right up to kickoff. Sometimes we even hang out a little bit and talk a little bit outside of that. But that being said, check us out. That's the name of the show. That being said.
Talking about games for tomorrow night, Garland actually plays Wiley East.
Wiley East.
Which is 2 of the top teams in the district. Garland's actually is 3-0 district with Sachse. So that becomes a very critical game for Sachse if Wiley East can upend Garland.
Not sure what this situation is. He is still down. You're going to do the coffin jag like I did a couple of weeks ago, and the water didn't help. It made it almost worse. But interestingly enough, a lot of chatter going from the head coach, Peerless, out there talking to the officials, and they finally get him up and yeah, you see him stretching. He's trying to get those abdominal muscles. I think he got popped right there in the middle, and it was green.
Well, and that's not a good feeling to get in the midsection in the rib area. That's one of the most painful injuries to have, because even just breathing hurts. So hopefully he can shake that off and be okay.
My brother is such a jerk. I love him, but he's a jerk. I broke my ribs, and all he was doing was telling me jokes. It's just like, can you just knock it off, please? He used to do that to me as a kid all the time.
Brotherly love.
He's trying to get your mind off injury.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Well,
you're just as full of it as he is. I'll tell you that right now. Something like that. All right, so here we go. First down and 10, 9:22 left to go in the third quarter. The Rangers have the ball, got the first down, so they moved the chains. They got too far, one near, one in the backfield with Perales. They go ahead, they hand it off, pushing down and not getting very far on the other side. That was, it looks like Turner with the carry for the Rangers, and on the stop on this other side, Walls, as well as Bennett. And you can almost tell body language says a lot when you see him going back to the huddle. Hands are on the side. Look at the Mustangs. They feel like they're about ready to run, a marathon. Unfortunately, on the other side, when you are kind of getting it handed to you, it's kind of hard to have that positive energy going through.
It's tough, and especially you got to remember you're dealing with kids.
That too.
So, it's easy to get dejected, but you play for the next play.
Second down on 9 from the 41-yard line. They go ahead, hand it off, pushing it right up the middle. Foley says, I don't think so. You might get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all they did. They got him back to the line of scrimmage as Foley was just right up on top of him.
Well, what I've seen so far with Sachse on both sides of the ball is right now they're not talking. They're not doing a little extra pushing, anything like that. I think Coach Barron's really had to talk with them. At halftime said, keep your cool, no mental mistakes, and focus on football. Right now, that's what I'm seeing from this team.
All right, so looks like McGowan is in the backfield with Perales. 3 far, 1 near. Back to passes, Perales. He's going to get rushed. He's going to try to get around the corner, and and that's going to be a face mask. On the stop for the Sachse Mustangs was Walls, but the yellow hanky comes in for the face mask.
Yeah, they're going to get Walls for that face mask.
So that'll give 15 yards, and that's the way, and the automatic first down as well, because that would have been third down and about 11 if they were able to get that, but they get the automatic first down after they'll march off 15 yards, and they'll take it to the other side, the Mustang side of the football field, and they're going to place it at the 43-yard line.
And that happened right in front of us. There's some penalties when you get in a game like this, you just want the flow of the game to go. That's something that had to have been called.
So first down, clock continuing to run, 7:28 left to go in the third quarter. As
no mental mistakes, and there they go.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that they got to stop. As far as mental mistakes, you got to make sure that you don't make. As it's 42-0 in favor of the Mustangs. Too far, 1 near, and mental mistakes also from the other side. Peerless is going to go ahead and call timeout, and that's
ran out of time.
Yep, and now it's going to stop it as the play clock was down. Good eye there, Butch Wesson. Quick breakout on the football field. Let's hear from Costco Insurance. We'll be right back.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
One of my favorite commercials there, Costco Insurance with the with the cat and the brain. It's the best place you can get car insurance, and the brain thing's hooked up to the computer, and it reads the cat's mind. It's funny. Okay, maybe it's me. I don't know. I'm easy.
If you laugh at my jokes, the easy.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Peerless back to pass on first down. He's running for his life and trying to get out of it. And that's going to be a flag. There's the Foley. There was a Foley who got him out of bounds. And you're right. Those are the kind of things. And that could, there it goes. It's going to start there. And they got to get everybody out. And I'll tell you, 6:54 left to go, and there's still a lot of game to play. There's still a lot of things that can happen, and this is the kind of thing where Coach Red Barons is just going to go grab them and get them off the football field and say, "Why don't you just have a seat for the rest of the night?"
And that's what you need to do. And Foley's a leader, and Foley was the one that caused that penalty as he pushed him while he was already out of bounds. So, matter of fact, one of Sachse's coaches is on the field right now. And he's talking to his defense and telling him to stop it because here's the you get thrown out of the game, it can affect you for the next game. So I just got done talking about how in control they were, and then you make a mental mistake.
What is the talking? Is it talking to maybe throwing them out of the game that far, or because they're talking a lot down there?
The penalty that Ophelia did was just going to be a unnecessary roughness, personal foul, necessary roughness. What they're talking about is what happened on that sideline, because the whole team came to the sideline, or the whole Naaman Forest team came to that ruckus, and they're just make sure that there was nothing thrown, no punches thrown, or anything like that.
Trying to keep it from getting worse.
They want to keep this in control.
Absolutely, and we've seen that a lot. All right, so they're going to give them the first down. They'll mark it off.
They're going to call it unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep.
But they're not saying.
Oh, they're going to have offsetting penalties here.
Yes, and that's how, as an official, you take control of this game. It's offsetting penalties. Nothing changes on that. But what it does is it first of all, they've got their first unsportsmanlike. They got another one they're throwing out.
Right.
Second of all, it takes officials in control of this game by doing that, because it makes it clear to the officials that look, we're not going to tolerate this stuff. You do it, we're going to call it unsportsmanlike. So, it looks like 3 players were called unsportsmanlike conduct. So,
and they are marching it off. They're going to march a 15-yarder. So,
that's for the personal foul.
For the first personal foul, yeah.
The other ones are going to offset, but there was 3 unsportsmanlike called. I'm not sure the numbers, but 2 of them was Sachse and 1 was for Naaman Forest.
So they marched the ball down. It's going to be placed at the 26-yard line. Now they're going to call a timeout. So a lot of things going on out on the football field. We'll take the quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back.
Let Buffalo Creek Doors and Floors help you restore your home to its like-new condition. Need a contractor? Let us be your first stop as well as your last. We specialize in everything that others don't, such as stained concrete floors, wood spot repairs on doors and floors, stainless steel spot repairs, anti-slip-on floors, and more. Want to see what kind of work we do? Check out our Facebook page and you can see the craftsmanship you'll receive and expect from Buffalo Creek Doors and Floors. Give Rodney James a call at 214-536-2607. That's 214-536-2607. Or check him out on the web at www.buffalocreekdoorsandfloors.com.
pumping your friends up while you're pumping up your teammates. I mean,
My brother says I'm hot. We got air conditioning here. Thank you.
you're talking about your Mac.
Okay. I think we'll put you back in. All right, so get the update, and here's a quick pass over the middle. It's caught. It's going to be taken down to the 9-yard line, and it was King on the stop there, and we'll get a mic check on your number there, Bill. Go ahead.
Check. Touchdown.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Here we go. First down and goal. There's Yellow Hanky out on the football field. It was caught. That was a nice one-handed catch, but he was out of bounds. So, they're calling touchdown. Wow, that was a pretty catch. Yes.
And the penalty is going to be on Sachse for legal substitution. So this touchdown will stand.
Abel's on the reception, and right there on the coverage for the Sachse Mustangs was Perry, and I thought he was out of bounds, and that's what they're going to talk about. They got the referees in there, and Eagle and
Sonny they got a flag on both sides of the field.
Thank you. All right, so hopefully that helps. So I did lower my mic. That's not too much, is it? Let me know. Maybe he's probably I don't need to hear from Sonny. It's like, and I'm on top of it too. That probably don't help. All right, so.
But is it fresh?
Yeah, but is it exactly? Is it fresh? Can you hear Butch Wesson up there? Let me know. We got Butch wired up good. So, what are they doing?
So it well, I don't know what they're doing. I think they changed the call to out of bounds.
It was out of bounds. I mean,
both feet were out.
So they changed the call to out of bounds, but it wasn't a legal substitution by Sachse. So they've moved the ball up 5 yards. So it's going to be first and goal from the 8.
It is from the 8-yard line. The Perales is looking things over too far, too near. One in the backfield with Perales. He's going to go for that same play. Let him just a little bit too far. Yellow Hanky, and might be a late hit on the quarterback.
You're right. And once again, it was just a mental mistake. He hit him late. And I think they're going to get Dillard on that.
Yeah, that was not a very, very good play.
That was terrible. Crazy knucklehead is
Chuck,
terrible.
it's terrible. It is terrible. That's the kind of thing that you don't want to see from your football team. And not only that, this is a good challenge for them. You try to keep them out of the end zone, but yet you're going to give them penalties.
Yeah, and you've had 3 mental mistakes on this drive, and that was actually DeVault that was called for the roughing the passer as he came in there and hit the quarterback late.
Perales in the shotgun. He hands it off to Green to the right-hand side, and the whole defensive line on the left-hand side stopped them. Maybe gain of 1. That was first down from the 4-yard line. He gets back to the 4 as Bennett was right up on top of it.
Yeah, and Naaman Forest they're going to struggle running the ball into the end zone, especially so close to the end zone. So let's see if they get a little trickery here to
Trickery. Second down and goal from the 4-yard line for the Rangers. Perales in the shotgun, looking to the right-hand side. There's the slant, touchdown. Oh no, did he drop it? Touchdown for the Rangers. So the Rangers get in the end zone. Wasn't sure if I think that's French Love, because Abels and French Love, they have 8-0, and if they wrinkle a little bit, we don't necessarily know who it is, but I think that was French Love on the outside there.
Oh, that was terrible. Crazy knuckleheaded terrible. Oh, that was terrible.
Oh, no, I think that was Abels. Looked like that was Abels. According to this, we got the camera on him over here.
Crazy knuckleheaded terrible.
Yeah, it was Abels on that. What disappoints me about that and what causes the same problem is he should have been called for a taunting, because as soon as he caught that ball, he looked down at the defender, which, it's not the brightest thing to do when you're down 42-0.
All right, so the kick goes downtown. So the Naaman Forest get up on the board here in the third quarter at the 5:45 mark. There's a quick breakout on the football field, and quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back here after if that button will work. Here we go. There we go. Right there.
This stinks. This is total BS. 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 This stinks.
He's using too many things. I don't turn up the drop. What? I'm not even sure what you're talking about. So English.
This is total BS. This stinks. This is total BS.
You have drops going on. I don't know what that means. So
this stinks. This is total BS.
I mean, are we breaking up or we have drops? I don't know. I'm not sure what the heck that means.
Are we breaking up?
Are we well, the funny thing is, I go back and listen to it where he says there's break. The system works so well, it picks it up and corrects it. So I actually half time don't hear it. All right, so 5:45, 42-7 in favor of the Mustangs, and this one's going to be kicked, and it's going to go out of the end zone. Wow, holy moly! Didn't even expect that. So let's see here.
This stinks. This is total BS. This stinks. This is total BS. This stinks. This is total BS.
I don't even know what that means. I mean, maybe I'm just.
This stinks. This is total BS. This stinks.
I don't even know what that means. So.
This stinks. This is total BS. This stinks.
I mean, I got ringing in right here. Is that what you mean? Can you hear the ringing in right here?
Oh, I've heard mine in my ear for the last 10 years.
This is total BS.
I thought that happened with age.
All right.
This stinks. This is total BS. This stinks. This is total BS.
So I'm going to let Bill take over here for just a moment, and I'm going to call someone. I'll be right back.
This stinks. This is total BS.
All right, so we got first and 10 from the 25. George drops back. He throws down the field.
This is total BS. This stinks. This is
Down
total
the
BS. This stinks.
field to Rothrock, and he takes it all the way down for a touchdown. One play, 75 yards for a touchdown. I thought he was out at the one, but it looks like he was able to get it. That was just a great pass to the outside to Rothrock, and he was able to just make a couple moves and get the ball down the field. So with 5:30 left in the third quarter, Sachse puts up another touchdown here, and as they line up for the extra point.
This is total BS. This stinks. This is
So a quick response from Sachse as Naaman Forest finally got on the boards. And the extra point here is going to be downtown. And Sachse now leads 49-7 with 5:3 left here in the third quarter. We'll go ahead and take a break here.
Quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Give me a second, and I was looping. So it was Charles Barkley going, "That's terrible." I was looping. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, I quick break. We'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs Radio Network. All right, very good. All right, that was Charles Barkley going, "That's terrible," and it was on a loop. I do apologize. I didn't realize it on the loop.
So they probably didn't hear my touchdown call.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Sachse Mustang.
Hey man, you guys are going to get better than I am. So there you go. All right, 49-7. There's your update up on the score. 5:30. That is the third quarter.
Yeah.
I thought they'd start running the football, try to take some time off the clock as the Rangers go ahead and field that one at their own 25-yard line with the fair catch after the touchdown. 5:28, 49-7.
Well, and let's just say this. I've been following another game on the computer. It started at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Game just ended.
Wonderful. What time is it? It's 9:23.
That's what time we ended last week.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Right at 9:20.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's a quick game. We're not even into the fourth quarter. Who's winning the Lions game there, Butch? I'll put you to work. I need to know who. I mean, I picked the Lions. Did you pick the Lions?
I did.
I never got into the pick'ems. I wish I did.
Yeah, you should have.
I didn't want to take your guys' money.
Yeah, no. I mean, I have a trophy that Brian Tarvin's won for the last 2 years. We got to stop it. All right, Penrith. Peralez with the pass. It is caught. Big time hit number 23, Perry on the green with the reception, and look at him. He's kind of limping off to the side there. They kind of holding on to that knee. Not really a great place to be grabbing if you're hurt.
No. And it could have just been a helmet that went to the knee because it was a good wrap up by Perry, and he was in the waist and lower area. So it could have just been a helmet or need a knee.
2nd and 9 for the Rangers. Prowlers with the pass, and it's caught. He might get 2 or 3. Is that Green again? Yes, it is Green with the catch, and Brunswick on the stop. They pushed it to the 35-yard. Well, look where they – wow, that's not really a good spot.
Yeah.
Man, he was really close to the 30-yard line. They put it at the 28. That's a knee. That's probably a knee thing that we couldn't necessarily see. And it brings up 3rd down and 7, 4:23 left to go in the third quarter. So the passing, no great big surprise that's coming from the Rangers. The fact that the Mustangs are passing the ball like that touchdown pass is another. All right, quick breakout on the football field after the timeout.
27-11.
It is 27-11, 27-11 Lions. Good. At least I'm glad I got one. At least I'll get Thursday night's football pick. So I'm actually hanging in there so far this year. All right, quick breakout on the football field. We'll be 'Haven't seen it hurt too much good for the Diamondbacks in a long time, so that's kind of nice. As Rangers are trying to hold on here tonight, what are they doing? What's the score?
They're up 1-0 right now in the third inning in Seattle.
Well, if you're going to clinch, that's a great place to do it, Seattle. All right, so here come the Rangers. First down and marked at 3rd and 7 from their own 28. Peralez is going to get the ball. He's going to roll out. Now he's going to go the other way as he is being chased down from behind. Then he's just going to throw it away as he ran a lot of yards to get nothing right there, but to save the sack.
Yeah, and there's really he had nobody open as everybody rolled out to the left. He couldn't find anybody open, so he tried to make something happen. But Sachse on the weak side, they stayed their ground. They stayed in that area, so that way he didn't give him a chance to get around the corner.
Oh Lord, I had that terrible running there. I forgot that loop has got to stay off. 3:54 left to go. Here comes 4th down and 7. They bring on the kicking unit, that being the Rangers. Roth is back at his own 45-yard line, ready to receive the kick, and it's a line drive. It's going to go over his head. Oh, no, he caught it right at the 40-yard line. He called for a fair catch. I bet you he wishes he had that one back.
And he actually waited for the fair catch even before or right when the ball was kicked. Didn't even give him an opportunity to set up because, you're right. The ball came to him quick. He had some room to move.
Absolutely. So they're going to place it at the 40-yard line for the first down and 10. 40-yard line from the Sachse Mustangs side. Mustangs going left to right on your internet radio dial as they get set up. Change at the quarterback position. That's Thomas. at the quarterback position for the Sachse Mustangs. They go ahead and hand it off right up the middle and taking it all the way down to the 47-yard line. That was Little. Good to see him get in there. And then on the stop on the other side for the Rangers, that was Davis.
Yeah, we're done seeing George for the rest of the night. We're going to see Sachse spend a lot of time on the ground for the rest of the evening.
Thomas is going to be handling those quarterback duties as he's back in shotgun. And he takes the low snap, and now he's going to take off. That's actually not him. So we got to figure out who that is. That's Ridge. Ridge took the direct snap, and they pushed it all the way to the 41-yard line. There is a Ranger down for injury. Hey, so much he ran out of his orange shoe.
Yeah. I don't think that's considered an injury.
All right, so no, that's Hanks. Hanks with that one. Took that direct.
That was Ridge.
It was Ridge. Okay.
You're correct. That was Ridge. That 8 and 9 get really close on that.
Oh, they did.
Especially when these jerseys get pulled up and tightened.
All right, so they get squared. All right, yeah, all right. So I thought they were going to go. The clock is continuing to run. They got the play clock at They got the play clock at 34 seconds. So,
yeah. You know what? And actually, you're correct. That is Hanks out there.
Yes, Hanks at the quarterback position. I saw those orange shoes as he hands it off to Little to the left side. Little breaks it, and he's going to be caught at the 25-yard line. Gain of 18. As the other side, that was Prague on the stop for the Rangers. Look at that big hole. He almost broke it.
And Prague is
head to head. They just saw it. His head to head. Is he up and going?
He's hurting. He's back at the center of the field, but he keeps holding his helmet. So I think he's definitely got his bell rung.
All right, 1st and 10, ball on the 28-yard line of the Rangers. They go ahead, give it to Little again. Whoa, what a pop from McGowan. He just let Little have it.
Yeah, he actually, he really did. As he just really took a
here come boom. Hello.
Really clogged up that hole up the middle and was able to meet Little there and push him backwards.
Little just got a little bit littler there, Wes.
He got a little shorter.
That's right. So, all right, clock continuing to run. 1:36 left to go. 49-7. This one is pretty much in the books. We're just going to make sure no one gets hurt. As moving around in the backfield there for the Mustangs is Yarbrough. Finally gets set. They get the snap, give it to Little to the left-hand side, finds the hole. He's pushing it down to the 10, near the 10-yard line. That'll be the 12-yard line. Not sure if I bet you if he was able to break one of those legs, leg tackles, that would have been close. On stop on the other side is Prague again.
Yeah, and Little's just finding those holes and just exposing them. Little once again with that head-on contact with them, and you definitely don't want to be leading with your helmet like that.
Absolutely. Jones the help on the tackle as well as they hand that off to Little. No, Thomas is going to keep it, and is that a sack or is it just run sample on the stop?
It's not considered. It's not considered a sack because it was a designed run play.
Definitely.
So if he was setting up to be to throw the ball, then it would be considered a sack.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 18. There's a loss of 8 on that play. Getting out there really quick. Sample having a pretty good game. We've been calling his name a lot as well. As looks like
Sachse's going to just hold on the ball and let the quarter run out here.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to take the quick break out on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll hear from the best Santa in the world. Yeah. Buffalo Creek's Doors and Floors, Rodney Jane. Let Buffalo Creek Doors and Floors help you restore your home to its like-new condition. Need a contractor? Let us be your first stop as well as your last. We specialize in everything that others don't, such as stained concrete floors, wood spot repairs on doors and floors, stainless steel spot repairs, anti-slip on floors, and more. Want to see what kind of work we do? Check out our Facebook page and you can see the craftsmanship you'll receive and expect from Buffalo Creek Doors and Floors. Give Rodney James a call at 214-536-2607. That's 214-536-2607. Or check him out on the web at www.buffalocreekdoorsandfloors.com. All right, we are back. The standings before tonight, 3-0, our Garland Owls as well as our Sachse Mustangs. Wiley at 2-0, 1-1 Wiley East, along with a 1-2 for the Lakeview Centennial Patriots. Other teams, all of them have one win except for South Garland and the Naaman Forest Rangers, who are playing tonight. Might not grab up that tick on the W side here tonight. So start of the fourth quarter. We're going to see a lot of the running game coming from the Sachse Mustangs as they hand the ball off. That's Little to the right. He's going to run, push it down. Look at that big old run as they backed him up 8 after that tackle. McGowan stops him.
Well, and
from the Rangers.
If you're leaving one of these other games that are being played tonight around the Metroplex, stop by. We'll still be playing for a while.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, it's 9:34. We kind of hope, but maybe they'll start running the football and running the clock as they are doing that. They're taking advantage of the whole play clock before they get a play call. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 with the ball on the 13-yard line of the Rangers. The Mustangs can get a first down. What you looking at?
I'm sorry, the Rangers just hit a home run, so they're up 2-0
now. That means the Texas Rangers, not these Rangers here. Timeout on the football field. Why are they calling timeout, Bill?
I have no idea. I think they're really trying to test us up here.
Must be. Be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Where's the button didn't work? What the heck? There, man. Oh, you didn't see it. The video with all of us here. Big Red and the Eagle Eye Bill Serna looking at a score here, 49-7. Right now, though, 3rd down and 11. Ball's at the 13-yard line of the Rangers. As they get set, Thomas is looking things over as they're set up. Wow, only 2 wide receivers set. One, they're split, and then one on the side. Play action. Thomas is going to roll to the near side after kind of a hitch and move around the corner. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the, looks like the 4-yard line. Before lots of speed going out there from Thomas, and everybody's chasing him.
It's not Thomas. It continues to be Hanks.
Green, is it Hanks?
Yeah,
it is
in
Hanks.
The backfield.
So Hanks on the run. Green, who's playing both sides of the ball, had to chase him out of the bound to prevent the touchdown. That'll be enough for the first. Well, no, boy, that was a bad placement again. They put it at the 4-yard line. I thought he got to the 3. That brings up 4th down and 2. So they bring on the kicking unit, Alvarado, and look to add 3 here as they place the ball at the 12-yard line. A yellow hanky, delay a game. Back them up 5. 2, 3, 4.
The positive thing about the delay game is it took more time off the clock.
The whole time. Man, you must not have got your nap today.
Oh my goodness! Call me butter because I'm on a roll.
There you go. Ba-dum. By the way, just DC, here's the kick, and it's blocked again. They can't get lucky with that at all. Man, he just came around the corner, not touched at all. And so the kick was blocked. Who was blocking that one?
That was Chandler Robbins that blocked that for Naaman Forest.
No one touched him as he ran around the corner. All right, so no scores on the board. It's still 49-7, 10:42. Now, just remember, the Rangers are trying to get back into this game. I think you can expect to see passing going on out there as the coaches are having some discussion with Stevens over on the sideline. And was he the one that?
Yes, that was a correction. That was actually Stevens that had that block.
So that's why they're talking to him, giving him a chuck up and making him feel good. So continuing on. So the Rangers will take over at their own 15-yard line. And I don't know if they'll run to get out of this. So we'll find out, as the Rangers have Green in the backfield along with Peerless. 2 far, 1 near. They get the snap, and they do hand it off. And, man, just the Mustangs are just getting in there quick on the stop for the Mustangs, number 90. And, Cole, we haven't called his name a lot here tonight, as well as Gayton.
Yeah, and Saxe's brought in some fresh players, give these other young kids an opportunity to get in the ball game here.
And kind of, what's really kind of going – because it's almost like they've waved the yellow flag, and so I think we can see a lot of running here going from both sides after and that being kicked. But Peerless is back to pass. He's going to take off. He's going to run with the football, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Why are they pushing him around, or did they just slide down? I couldn't tell if they hit him on the side, and on the other side, Chester. For the
LeBron flop.
It was a little bit flop. And Morales has done that a couple times tonight.
Pretty good with it.
Has done a flop. That was a flop. As he did get pushed a little bit, but he kind of just overextended it.
I'll watch it here.
He laid there.
That was.
He laid there like he lost his puppy.
Yeah.
It's true. You got to go away forever.
3rd and 11 for the Rangers. Peerless is in shotgun. He's got Green to his right. They're going to call timeout again. Is that their final timeout? That will be their final timeout. Yep. Bill, you'll be happy about that.
There's been 5 timeouts here in the second half.
So, quick break. We'll be back.
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors.
Boy, what a crazy off season in indoor football. We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Indoor football, crazy.
It's going good. I mean, we've already signed 27 players. Matter of fact, you know who we just signed?
No.
I'm sorry, not signed. He's gonna do a workout for us next month. Is David Justice's son?
Really?
David Justice from the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
His son JD is gonna do a tryout with us on the 28th. Cavante Turpin, we just signed his little brother as a receiver. So some good things going on there in Frisco.
Turpin, the Dallas Cowboys, who get their butts handed to them by the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
What an embarrassment.
Well, and Cavante Turpin with the Cowboys used to be a Frisco fighter.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. All right, so here's Morales. He gets the snap, and he's back. He's going to start running for his life, and he does. Gets to the 20. He's pushing it out to about the 25-yard line, 26. He was going to be right by they're going to give him the first down. Perry on the stop for the Mustangs. Look where they placed. Wow, that's okay. I was going to say that was a very generous spot, but they still get enough for the first down. Ball on the, looks like the 26-yard line. Peerless with the pass on the right-hand side. It's caught. Gain of about 13 or 14. There they go again on the outside. And outside Perry, but ball is caught by the Rangers and trying to catch that number. I think that was Abels, and Abels gets pushed out of bounds. Clock continuing to run, 8:48, 49-7 left to go. Clock is continuing to run,
And
that was turned into a run play.
Abels is actually a junior, great size, 6'3". I expect we're going to hear a lot more of him next year as well.
Especially next year. And we see a different Ranger team this year, unfortunately, as they go ahead and hand the ball off over to the right. Wow, they're hitting hard. And these are the guys that don't get in there a lot, as number 90 for the Sachse Mustangs with the stop. That was Cole as well as Smith. But not before they get about 4 or 5 yards. But, man, they're still popping out there.
Well, these guys are trying.
Yeah, and these you're absolutely right, Butch, as these are the kids that don't get to play all the time. They want to show their worth to this team.
Absolutely.
Get more playing time.
2nd down and 6, ball on the 44-yard line of the Rangers. Too far, too near. Back to passes Perales. He's got time. He's gonna. Wow! Whoa! What a play! And there, Perales is just wow. They gotta find this guy, and he finally slides down at the 48-yard line. And boy, oh boy, that was a goalie. And down was he got flattened. I hope this young man turns around. I want to see his number because he flattened him.
And he pancaked him while he was on the ground. Really easy.
There it is. All right, so
really easy could have been a penalty.
And that was Wilson who just pancaked. I can't see who that is down out there.
I don't know who it is either. But Wilson is 6'7", 330 pounds.
Big dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, he's only a junior. So that boy's got a little bit more growing to do. He can be a big force on that line.
What was that, Butch?
Trying the guy down. I don't know if it's 54 or 4.
Let's see here. Who it could possibly be? Well, that could be Quinn.
I think it's 4. Quinn. It is 4.
No, it's 41, I think.
41.
41. Okay. 41.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's 41.
He did. He flattened him like a wow.
Yeah.
And he's sitting up. I'm surprised. Smith.
And it was legal. I mean, it was a legal hit.
Yeah, it was kind of legal but unnecessary. Knowing what the scores are, I mean, I think they need to look out for each other a little bit more.
What you can't do is you can't pancake somebody when they're on the ground, and that's what Wilson did. That's why it could have very easily been a penalty. But when you got 320,
whoa, look at that! Whoa.
Yeah, he is shooken up.
Oh, he is really shook up.
You see the replay up here? They're replaying it. Oh my goodness, up here on this TV.
Oh,
y'all missed it.
It
really wasn't a pancake. He's just so much bigger than him.
He's grabbing his gut.
His arm, his shoulder. I think his shoulder.
Probably can't even breathe hardly.
I think his shoulder.
I think it might be his shoulder.
Because the way he hit him, Bill, that boy is so much bigger than him. It was just, there was no way it couldn't be anything but a pancake.
All right, but they did get the first down. There were no yellow hankies on that play. First down and 10 on the 48-yard line in the Mustangs. Perales going up for all of it in the middle. Ball falls incomplete. Intended for the other side for the Rangers, number 2. That was Garcia, who snuck out of the backfield.
Yeah, and we haven't seen where Naaman Forest has been able to get the ball down the field all night through the air game. Everything has been short and tried to just make progress with the short game.
Looks like that's what they were trying to do.
There's number 78 on Namath's guard. Number 78.
Yeah, he is the guard.
He's a guard. Wilson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huge.
He is a big boy.
Big boy. All right, Perales back in shotgun. Goes ahead and hands it off right up the middle.
Look at there.
As Garcia don't get very far, but they're still hitting hard out there. You got to love it. On the other side for the Sachse Mustangs on the stop gate.
Yeah, and you're right. They had Wilson just pulling on that one, and really just get your running back that pulls that will follow that lead. I mean, that's a big boy to follow with.
Absolutely. All right, so that brings up now 3rd down for the Rangers. Clock continuing to run here at 6:40 left to go in tonight's contest. 3 far, 1 near. Perales with the pass on the far side, not getting very far at all. But look, he's running to this side, and he tripped over the hash marker before he was brought down there. That was Abels on the reception, and we got to get him to turn sideways. I think it was Chester or Norberg. So Norberg on the right there.
Okay, I'm sorry, it was Chester.
Maybe it is Chester. So
I haven't seen Norberg.
So that brings up 4th down and 9 So they bring on the kicking unit. They're going to punt this one away as Rothrock gets back out on the football field. He's going to stand between the 15 and 20. Now he's moving closer to the 15-yard line. As Gelate. Thanks a lot, Bill. Gelat with the kick. He gets that one off. He got one off, pushed it on the other side of the field where no one was around, and they're going to down it at the 23-yard line. So I think that went off the side of his foot. So clock stopped at 5:34 left to go here in the big. So good scoring from the Mustangs, obviously, here tonight. Good scoring for the last 3 weeks for the Mustangs. But really what's really been impressive is the defense.
Oh, without a doubt.
The defense has definitely stepped up better than last year, and they are hitting really hard this year.
Well, yeah, without a doubt. They really, Coach Barron's mentioned that coming into the season that he was really excited about the defense. You do have all the big names and the talent on the offense, but the defense has really come alive.
Here's jet sweep here on the near side, and handling the ball is number 10. And that is Walls. He pushes it. Where are they going to put it? They're going to put it at the 28-yard line, and then it was on the other side picking it up. Is that Zero? Abels?
No, Stevens.
Stevens. All right, so number 1, Stevens. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. I love it when Butch stands up. I can see him. He just is like, there he is in the reflection. So
I'm looking for 41 down there.
He's down over. I can.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still over there. Yep. Okay. All right, so 2nd down and 6 as they hand the ball off, and I think that's Ridge. It is Ridge, and they're going to push it to the 32-yard line. Gain of about 4 on that rush, and it's hard. It's hard to see them right now. As far as that, who is that?
Number 88. That's Tyler Belsh.
Oh, the wide receiver.
Yes.
Yeah, he plays wide receiver. Saying that's that double time that unfortunately this team has to have. They got to play both sides of the ball, and they are just winded. That'd be my guess anyway. As the clock continues to run, 4:16 left to go in tonight's game. They're going to run that clock down as they're at 5 seconds before they take the snap here. Too far, too near. Back to pass. Thomas is going to keep it and run. Actually, it's not Thomas. That's Hank. Hank's going to push it down to the 44-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down. It'll move the chains before he is brought down by Jones on the other side.
Letting the clocks run.
And who is that? Number 85 for the Rangers is down. That's Johnson. Not Lott Johnson, but just Johnson. He is a big tight end.
That's Jordan Johnson. Mm-hmm. And he's slow getting up, so he's on his feet now, but looks like he's banged up a little bit.
Banged up a little bit, maybe a little flat tire.
Yeah. So you talk about this defense so far in district. Right now, they're going to go to 4-0 in the district.
Absolutely.
It's clear that's going to happen. All 4 games they've given up 1 touchdown. Every game they've won, they've given up 7 points. 4th game in a row. So, the defense is really definitely stepped up especially after the first 2 games of the season. But you also take the competition that you played against. You played against 2 ranked teams.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely a strength of.
They could have had a couple of shutouts, but dumb plays gets them field position, gets the touchdown. Here's the jet sweep around down the near side, pushing it down the field. Number 80. I thought that was 82.
Diego.
Mm-hmm. Who is it?
Diego.
And on the stop on the other side, Stevens for the Rangers. And the clock continues to run here at 3:15 left to go. 49-7 in favor of the Mustangs. And that's all they're going to do here is they're just going to run the football and run the play clock all the way down. And what's that? Another?
No, just excited the clock keeps running.
Oh, Bill, you cracked me up. They hand the ball off. Is that Ridge? Looks like Ridge.
Yes.
So Ridge maybe gets a yard, maybe 2. Jones on the stop for the Rangers. Now bring up. Well, actually, he lost about a yard. Looks like. Yeah, he lost a yard on that one.
And we got Thomas in the game now for quarterback for Sachse.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Appreciate that.
Number 44, George on that stop. He's got wide shoulders, too. A lot of these guys are big, wide shoulders, especially those tight ends. So here comes second down and 10. They go ahead and hand the ball off. Pushing over to
Fumble.
the right-hand side.
Fumble.
That's Garcia running the football.
Fumble.
And
Fumble.
the fumble out
got
on
it.
the football field. Thank
Name
you
of
there,
Force
Butch.
has-
I didn't even see it. Who
Name
picks
of
it up?
Name of
Brock picks it up. So turnover. Something to celebrate a little bit right there.
Positive.
And it takes the clock down to 2 minutes and 12 seconds. They got to run the clock off with 2 more plays, maybe 3, depending on what was going on.
I'm just glad they have no timeouts left.
So maybe that's it.
I was worried we were going to have to go to IHOP for breakfast.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, wow, that actually sounds good. Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity sounds really good right about now.
Well, hold on now. They haven't paid for advertisement.
Oh, that's okay. We'll just give them the free
Free
we'll
plug.
Give them the free go.
Yeah.
It's the whipped cream. I mean, come on. There you go. All right, first and 10 for the Rangers.
We have a new quarterback in as well.
Who is this? 15. Number 15?
It's Gerald Austria.
I don't even have him on the list. Austria, then. Who is this?
Wow, he caught the first down. More.
Jeez.
Is that him?
No, he caught the ball. Number 4, I think. Number 8.
Number 8.
Number 8. Okay.
French
so,
Love.
French
And he
Love
carried the Sachse defenders for about 15 yards after that reception. Take the ball all the way down to the 34-yard line of Sachse.
I do not know. I have 13 Crane and Radford number 10 as they go ahead and hand the ball off, pushing to the right-hand side. He needs to move to the side. Who is this? 15.
40. That was 44 with the tackle, Wards. But, yeah, you're right. We don't even have a 15 on the roster.
That's weird. I wonder if that's Crane. What's the size? What's say Crane's size as number 13?
No, that's not Crane because Crane's listed at 5'7".
No,
This is a tall quarterback.
Radford, number 10?
Nah, he's 5'10".
15, yeah, forget it. All right, so here's new dude number 1 with the pass slant caught, and it's a touchdown.
Number 3.
And Turner just went on a quick slant and got in for the touchdown.
Yeah, we just don't know who the
Don't even
quarterback
know
is.
who threw it. Number 15, new dude. We're new duding number 15. Yeah, it's not even on the official roster.
that catch
Someone
and
might
run.
be.
And that was the first ball thrown downfield, and it was quite a throw from
Rocket.
this young man.
New dude.
Wish we had his name so we could
Dude.
promote it, but we're just gonna have to call him New Dude.
New dude, he's not on there.
So much for only giving up 7 points a game.
Well, there you go. You jinxed
I jinxed it.
Great job, Bill.
I guess we better go to IHOP.
And number 3 is the holder, too.
There you go. We know who number 3 is. Turner. Kick goes up, and it's good. Goes right down the middle. So that makes it 49-14 with 58 seconds left to go. This one's almost done. And Bill's about ready to have a heart attack.
We're gonna have a run back.
Hey, Big John.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Welcome back at the Homer B. Johnson Stadium, 49-14. Couple touchdowns up for the Rangers here in the second half of this one. As Hanks looks like he's going to go back and receive this one. Who else is that, Chester? No, that's Ridge.
No, that's Ridge. Yeah, Hanks and Ridge are back.
Hanks and Ridges are going to be back, but they've been putting full boots in this one here.
Yeah, you also have Rothrock is in there as the up man.
Up man.
So some of these starters out there on special teams.
You see, just cringe, just hold your breath so you don't get any injuries. Here.
Well,
That's the last 58
yeah,
seconds.
and they should just fair catch us no matter where it goes.
They should.
Because here's the deal: you can fair catch it and then just down the ball, kneel, because Naaman Forest doesn't have any timeouts. But it's just not our night. for that to happen.
This had to happen on a Thursday night when we got to go to work tomorrow. Here's the kick. At least I go in late.
He did it.
There's the fair catch
on the 6-yard line.
On the 6-yard line.
Well, and there's a flag. Looks like a little bit more extra stuff.
I think they're gonna get rid of someone because the way the ref was running that, I'm wondering either that or a face mask. I'm not sure. Yep, they're throwing him out. Whoever this is, they're throwing him out.
Watch the replay up here and see what happens.
Oh, yeah. I can't do that. Why? Shit's over there. Oh, they don't have it on. They don't have the mic on to where we can hear it up here. Couldn't get the crowd noise because they don't have the microphone.
It was on Naaman Forest, and he has been ejected. So it's either because he threw a punch or it's a second unsportsmanlike. I can tell you who it is in just a second because I can see the coach talking to him.
He just needs to turn sideways so we can catch
Well,
the
there's
number.
there's a coach that's blocking the number.
58 seconds left to go in this one. You can expect a handoff, 2 handoffs, and they'll be done. As they go ahead and do it, it's going to be at their own 40-yard line, and they are get the snap, take the knee. So that's going to do it for us tonight. The Mustangs are going to get out of here 49-14. I kind of expected them to win here tonight, but I don't know if I expected this as far as that is concerned. But a good night of football. Next week they get the bye, so they get the rest, so get the heal up. Some of the players who got Nixon thing. It looks like he moved now. The young man who got pancaked over here. Looks like he's 41 moving around. Yeah, I don't see him anyway. See where he is. He got leveled, man. I thought that guy got nailed. But that's going to do it. So the Mustangs remain undefeated in district. Took
He's
the
walking
2
out on the
losses
field,
out
guys.
of district. And not only that, been playing well all season long. But I will tell you this, Bill. Later on in the season, what is going to come back and haunt this team are stupid mistakes, stupid penalties, and if they don't get that up under control, that's all about discipline, and that has got to start here real soon.
Yeah, and we got to have that before we get into some of these tougher games, especially when you get into the playoff.
Never mind the playoff.
Yeah, you got to get that stuff under control because playoff teams don't have those type of mistakes, and they can end up hurting them.
Definitely. So that's going to do it for us here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. I'd like to thank, obviously, the Eagle-Eye Bill Serna, Big Red Butch Wesson. We're off next week, and then we'll see what's going on because I'm going to try to get Williams. I'm going to try to sweet talk our way.
Well, we got Garland, in 2 weeks.
And I think that is
it's at Williams.
It's at Williams. Mm-hmm. So we're going to try. We're going to try our best to get into that game. Maybe Butch, maybe you should sweet talk him and see if we can get in there. Evidently, I don't have enough charm on this.
Control damage.
He is something. Yeah, there you go. Control. All right, so that's going to do it for us on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Everybody have a great evening. Thanks for joining us. Next week is on the bye. We'll keep you up to date on what we can do as far as getting in, hopefully, over in Williams to catch that Garland Owl game. I'll keep everybody informed. So for everybody involved, everybody have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.